What's up, y'all? Welcome on into this live training. What's up, Scott? Dude, you're first. Nice work. Nice work. Guys and gals, as you guys are popping into this training, what I want you to do is pop in your name, first of all, where are you tuning in from? And also let me know, are you an investor? Are you a real estate agent? Are you both? What we call hybrids here at Carrot. I'm going to do a quick little tech check here. So let me know, guys, if you guys can see me, see the screen. What's up, McLean? You guys can see the screen and see and hear me. Quick double yes. Yes, I can see you. Yes, I can hear you. And then let me know where you're calling in from. Are you an investor or an agent? And maybe add in one other thing in there too. Add in, are you new to Carrot? Like, is this the first time you've ever heard of Carrot, or are you already in our community? What's up, Bill? We've got Bill, an investor. Over here, we've got a wholesaler. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Scott. Can hear me loud and clear. What's up, Roger? Roger is an agent by helping investors purchase good ROI properties. I love it. So, Roger, there's some cool things we're going to be diving into today that are going to be relevant for both agents and investors. And so the awesome thing is you can take this information and start to help your investors with it, add even more value. What's up, Scott? Hybrid investor, love it. Guys, we had our Carrot Camp, our most recent Carrot Camp. We do an event a couple times a year here in Carrot HQ in our offices. And this is the first one that we've had a really amazing mix of what we call hybrids. We've been driving this strategy the past 2 years into the market, really showing how you can serve your clients better, make far more income more easily, and actually get seller leads more easily when you become a hybrid. So we'll talk a little bit about it today. That's not going to be the focus today, but it pumps me up, Scott, seeing hybrid investor agents in here. What's up, Tom? Investor, awesome, from Atlanta. Beautiful. We've got some people new to the community. We've got some people in here for a year. What's up, Roger? Beautiful. Derek, Miami, Florida, realtor and land investor. I have 4 Carrot sites. I love it. I love it, man. So we've got Roger, investor, Adam, investor agent, hybrid from Palm Beach, Florida. Bill, what's up, man? Temple, been with us for 6 to 7 years. I know your name, Bill, for sure. I love it. Scott, 2 to 3 year Carrot member. I love it. What's up, Danny? Plymouth, Missouri. We've got Evans, agent from Morro Bay, California. I love it. We're going to be showing some really, really cool things for you guys. Awesome, guys. So I don't have time to go through the whole list. Misty, Mike, Diana, hybrid in Boston, Michael. Cool. So we'll probably do, actually, let me know this, guys and gals. Pop through the comments box really fast. We've got someone from Dubai. Amazing. That's way cool. Diana from Dubai. Let me know, guys and gals, in the comments box. Would you guys be interested in a webinar or web training specifically on hybrid? Like where I just really dive into exactly how to do the hybrid agent investor model, how to get the leads correctly as a hybrid agent investor. Let me know in the comments box. If I get enough comments, if I get, let's say 15 comments in there, that might be something we plan sometime over the coming weeks or months to do a hybrid specific training to show you guys how to do it. What's up, Roger? What's up, Jim? Awesome, guys. If I get 15, let's say 20, if I get 20 in there, 20 yeses or yes, I want to learn hybrid, I'll probably spin up a training sometime soon on that specific model, show you behind the scenes, behind the data, show you guys how the sellers are coming in, especially in this market that's harder to get sellers for the retail side of the business. Guys, we're crushing it for sellers right now. The majority of the leads that come in through Carrot are sellers. Awesome. Love it right here. Scott, got some great juice from the Carrot cast that we had with Kylie and JT. I love it. Love it. More of that. We're going to be rolling out a lot more of that, man. Okay, cool. So let me do this, guys. Sounds like you guys want a hybrid training. So let me get to work on that sometime soon. You guys keep an eye in your inbox for that. And I've got some cool ideas for you. Down here at Carrot Camp, before I dive into the training today, we talked a lot about hybrid. We talked about how our clients are shifting their model, shifting their type of marketing towards hybrid, but also towards something we're going to talk about today called Evergreen Marketing. And that's going to be the topic primarily today, is how do we start to get these most motivated sellers coming in, and buyers too, buyers also. But we're going to focus primarily on sellers today because we know that that's exactly what you guys need the most of right now. But how do we get the most highly motivated sellers where they're coming to you, they're predisposed to want to work with you, they're way more motivated than 9 out of 10 of other types of leads. They're far more motivated than any Zillow leads you can buy, far more motivated than any leads you can buy from lead brokers, more motivated than direct mail, more motivated than cold calling, more motivated than driving for dollars, all those. It does take some work, but we're going to show you guys how to do that. Okay. Awesome. Beautiful. Says most likely get in this program, and I'll be on a lot of webinars. I love it. Cool. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. And what I'm going to do too is I haven't done this before in any of these other ones, but I'm going to do a little bit of Trevor art time with you guys. So I love my iPad and I love drawing on my iPad and drawing pictures and all kinds of things. And so we might do a little bit of Trevor art time later and share my screen with you to kind of walk through some math. I'm going to walk you guys through the math of how to turn your existing lead flow into $20, $40, $60, $80,000 or more of extra income from the leads you're already getting if you're doing active marketing right now. And we're going to be digging into that. I love it. Roger, doing mostly Evergreen now, Vegas, a lot of competition. So let me share my screen. I'm going to add this puppy to it. And so what we're going to be diving into today is how to attract more of your favorite clients, the ones that convert the highest, the ones that don't hound you and say, why did you send me this direct mail piece? How did you get my phone number? Guys, pop in the comments box if any of you guys and gals can relate to those types of seller leads where it's like, oh my gosh, how did you get my phone number? Take me off of the list. How did you get my mailing address? Stop mailing me. I don't want to sell my house. How many of you guys are getting those types of responses from your marketing? And we're going to talk about the types of marketing here in a bit. We want to show you marketing that does not get that response. The marketing where people actively say, I'm so pumped that I'm talking to you and I want to work with you. Okay. So we don't want to have you guys get the responses like right here, Mr. and Mrs. Bowden can say. We don't want to have your marketing suck. Because when your marketing sucks, when your marketing is something that you don't enjoy, when your marketing drains your energy, how likely are we going to want to wake up to do the work that day? How likely are we going to want to press forward and actually do that work that we were set up to do? Probably not very likely. Right. So we're going to walk through how to do it without cold calling, direct mail, Zillow, and marketing that's burning you out. This is coming from actual data. Here at Carrot, we're a big data company. Over 450,000 house seller leads, buyer leads are coming through in this study came through our system in the past 12 months. And that's what we're basing this data on. And so like I talked before, we're going to talk about evergreen marketing. I'll introduce you to what evergreen marketing is and the shift that you can make. We're going to go through examples. We're going to go through data. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. I'm going to show you in the back end of our system to show you if you are a user, how to make it easier. If you're not a Carrot customer yet, I will be showing you guys how you can work with us if you choose. If you feel it's a good fit to work with us, we'd love to work with you. If you don't, amazing. I'm going to deliver so much value on this call to where you're going to walk away with plenty of things to do and execute. And we're just going to help you guys get there faster. So I do have a special offer for y'all to hang on towards the end of this call to save a bunch of money to get our marketing campaigns and templates to accelerate the process. But I want to ask you first, okay, do you guys ever feel like this? Do you guys ever feel like this in your business? Do you guys ever feel like this with your marketing, where you're doing work? The hamster's on that thing hustling while you're cold calling, while you're doing direct mail, while you're driving for dollars, while you're knocking on doors. It works for you. It gets leads. It even turns into deals for you, listings on the agent side and or house purchases or listings on the investor or hybrid side. But eventually you got to get off that hamster wheel. Like eventually you want to take a break. You want to take a vacation. Or you're just getting burned out. And then just like this hamster, you get thrown off the hamster wheel. Everything comes to a grinding halt because the marketing only works while you're working those types of marketing. And then you got to get back on the hamster wheel again. And I talk to so many agents and investors who this is their model. Every 2 to 3 years, marketing shifts for them. Every 2 to 3 years, marketing shifts for them, where direct mail was working amazing in their market 3 years ago. Competition got really high, so they switched to cold calling, right? Cold calling works amazing. Bam, another hamster wheel method. And then cold calling starts to get competitive. All the sellers are getting 5 calls from unknown numbers and they stop picking up. And so like, oh shoot, what's the next thing? Well, it's text message marketing. So you get off of that hamster wheel and you add on text message marketing. And you guys go where I'm going with this, right? We're going to show you guys how to do the evergreen marketing way. And you're at the right place today, y'all. If you're an investor, an agent, wholesaler, creative finance, that kind of thing, or ideally a hybrid. And then also, if you see the impending changes in the market, a lot of them are already happening right now with the accelerated prices, accelerated market, low inventory. But there's a bigger change happening. There's a bigger change happening that's been happening for 3 to 4 years. We've been talking about it on my podcast, the Carrot Cast, where we're talking about the retail side of the industry and the wholesale side of the industry finally squishing together and the iBuyers helping to force the hand there. And what has to happen with this industry shift, just like what happened with other industries changing, the taxi cab industry, the hotel industry with Airbnb, the investment industry with Charles Schwab and E-Trade coming online. What is going to happen in this industry while we're shifting is you guys have to shift with it. Those who don't shift the way that we're doing our marketing, those who don't shift the way we're showing up and serving our sellers and our buyers are going to be left behind, like the ones we're left behind in the taxi cab industry, in the investment industry, in the hotel industry, and disrupted by these big players from Silicon Valley. And we don't want you guys to be that. And there's a clear advantage you guys and gals in this call can have when you implement some of these things we're going to teach today. And you've realized the normal ways of marketing aren't really working as well as you hope. Posting on social media every day for you agents, they're kind of keeping you on that continual hamster wheel, and you kind of want to get off of that. So let me know, guys and gals, if any of that relates to you in the comments box below. Awesome. Cool. So my goal today, I want to open your guys' eyes to something that I call evergreen marketing and why it's part of the critical shift to not just get more leads, guys. Like, that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm going to talk about how to get you more leads, but we're talking about how to get you higher quality leads. So you can actually do more deals with less leads, more deals with less work, because it's the right types of leads. Okay. And it's a critical shift to kind of win back your freedom. If you're an experienced pro, we work with tons of the biggest investors and agents in the country here at Carrot. And I want to show you guys how to replace Zillow, cold calling, door knocking, driving for dollars if you want to, and grow momentum with evergreen marketing. Now, you don't have to replace those. If you love direct mail, cold calling, they work, awesome, keep them going. Just use evergreen marketing to stabilize your business and kind of remove some of the ebbs and flows. If you're a beginner, I'm going to show you guys how to stand out and see a competition, because it's probably pretty hard as a beginner entering this market and going, oh my gosh, how the heck do I stand out as a new wholesaler or a house flipper? Or how do I stand out as a new agent when there's so many people in the market? Well, I'm going to show you guys how to do that and actually beat and compete really well with the biggest ones in your market just by putting out content that's the right type of content that builds authority and trust. Okay, the game right now is building trust and building authority, and you can do that if you've done no deals or 2,000. Okay, and if you're both, I'm going to show you guys how to increase your profits even more. So what we're going to talk about today is from actual data. That's a screenshot from our Google Analytics account from our customers here at Carrot, and you can see there in that little green square, it's about 459,000 leads in this study that came through our system in that about 12-month period right there. And you can see right here, we're going to talk about here in a bit, this orange bar, this column here is conversions. That's how many people landed on the website and actually converted into a lead. The majority of these are sellers. And there's this one outlier here, this one outlier that's converting so much higher than the other traffic sources, than the other lead sources. And that's the one we're going to focus on talking about today. Okay, so before we dig into that stuff, I kind of want to bring up kind of visioning. Kind of where do you want to go versus where you are? And anytime I sit down with a client of mine or one of our employees here at Carrot, I always ask the question, where do you want to go, right? Where is the vision where you want to go? What do you want that business to look like? Do you want it to look like this, or do you want it to look like that? Do you want it to give you freedom, or do you want to be trapped to the business? Do you want to have a bunch of employees, or would you rather kind of keep it smaller? Do you want it to be high profit margin or high volume and low profit margin? Like, what's your workday like? What types of clients do you want to work with? I want you guys to create a really clear vision while you're on this call and or over the next few days, like what exactly type of business do I want to have? For me and a lot of people, and you guys might relate to this, I really have always wanted freedom. I've always wanted flexibility in my business to be able to do what I want to do and have my business fuel that. Okay, I want to have my business help me make an impact. I want to get momentum. Like, it sucks when you're in negative momentum, when you have a business model that ebbs and flows. And I want to be able to be focused. And really, for me, that's the path to freedom. But where a lot of people are right now is a lot of people have businesses that actually are trapping them. They're keeping them on the hamster wheel. That you kind of have no end in sight because you have to continue doing these marketing things that are putting food on the table. And you're not sure what to switch over to stand out in the market and win more deals and actually build a business that gives you that freedom and flexibility. So I want to introduce, before I introduce myself, for those of you who are newer to the Carrot community, exactly right there. Scott says the business running itself, so it's a true asset, right? And that's exactly what it is. And so before I introduce myself, I want to introduce the concept that I call evergreen marketing, because we're going to be focusing on that quite a bit today. The definition of evergreen marketing is, or evergreen, is retaining freshness or interest. It's perennial, universally and continually relevant. not limited in applicability to a particular event or date. And how does that relate to marketing now? So in marketing terms here at Carrot, we talk about evergreen marketing like this. Evergreen is marketing that you do one time and it works for a long time. It works for months, it works for years, not hours, not days, or not weeks. It could be content that your best prospects that are searching for this stuff online, they find it's relevant for a long, long time, and it serves your best prospects. It educates them. It builds trust, builds credibility with you, and gets in front of them where they're already searching. The cool thing with evergreen marketing is it actually builds momentum over time, and that's where the freedom comes. Freedom comes from momentum, not from having to do the same thing over and over again. And it's kind of like stacking bricks. Like you can kind of relate evergreen marketing in this way where it's not easy. Like building a brick wall is not easy, okay? It's dirty. You've got a pile of bricks over there. It's not a wall yet. And you have this vision for creating this wall that's going to do something for you, that's going to hold up your house, right? And so you have a pile of bricks over there and you grab a brick, it's dirty, you stack it on the ground and go, man, that was heavy. It was dirty work. I don't have a wall yet, but I did some work. I grab another brick, slap some mortar on, grab another brick, and eventually I've got a row of bricks. But I look up and I go, man, I've done a lot of work right now. I put hard work into this. My hands are dirty, my arms hurt, and I don't have a wall yet. I don't have a result yet. Okay. And that's what happens with evergreen marketing. A lot of people actually get discouraged early on because they're used to the hamster wheel. They're used to the instant gratification of being on the hamster wheel forever, and they're never going to off it. They're never going to get off of it. The same way that if we were building a brick wall, could you imagine building a brick wall and you're a third of the way through the wall and you're like, you know what, I'm tired. It's been a lot of work and man, this thing's not a wall yet. So I'm just going to give up and I'm going to go over here and start to build another wall. Okay. Or I'm going to go over here and just do whatever. You end up having 13 half-built walls that aren't serving you at all. You're working your butt off, wondering why things aren't working. And so I'm going to help you guys make the mindset shift that's going to help you finally get freedom in your business and help you stack those bricks with consistency. And this is kind of what the result of evergreen marketing helps us to do as an investor or as an agent. Okay, the normal type of marketing, your hamster wheel marketing, as I call it, which is primarily outbound, right? It's direct mail, cold calling, text message marketing, going to events, door knocking, things like that. They all work. Every single one of them work. And I'm never going to tell any of you guys and gals to stop doing those things if they're working and you enjoy doing them. Keep doing them. If they're getting deals for you, keep doing them. Especially in the early days as an investor or an agent, you've got to hustle. Like right in the early days, you've got to hustle. You've got to get out there and just do whatever you've got to do to get those first deals in to make some money. So then you can invest it into a more evergreen type of marketing, get off the hamster wheel. But you've got to be on the hamster wheel to start. All right. So what happens is we get on the hamster wheel. So we start to do cold calling, direct mail, whatever it is. It works. And then we go on vacation and we kind of stop doing it a little bit. We hadn't built that team yet. And we're like, oh, shoot, our leads went down. Oh, man. So let's do more of that. Let's start hopping on the phones again. Let's start dropping some mail. Results pop. You have a huge month. You're celebrating. This works so well. And you get so busy with the leads that came in from that marketing, from the hamster wheel marketing. You stop doing the marketing because it was all built off of you and your shoulders. And then 3 months later, your leads go down because you stopped doing marketing 3 months ago. And then you're like, oh, shoot, you got to get back on it. And it's really stressful. And a lot of people eventually end up getting burnt out and saying, this just doesn't work for me, right? And so instead, we want to get you on this path where you're not going to be able to get the instant results as fast. But what you're doing is you're stacking those bricks. Like I said, you're building momentum with evergreen marketing online where people are coming to you. They're searching you out. They're loving to work with you. They're asking to work with you. None of them are asking for you to take them off of your list. And it builds momentum. And around month 8, month 12, you start to see this amazing thing happen. You start to see more leads come in, more consistency, more predictability. And then you can eventually get off that marketing hamster wheel. All right, guys, so pop in the comments box if this is something that you guys resonate with. And so there's a model that I talk about in marketing that I call the momentum and freedom growth model. And one thing that I realized years ago, but it took me about 5 years to realize it, is I was looking at my business and I was wondering why my business wasn't serving me like I thought it would. I was wondering why I was wearing myself out in my business. I was wondering why this business that I thought was going to give me freedom actually trapped me. It actually forced me to continue doing the things that I despise the most because it brought in the customers, brought in the leads, and it drained the crap out of me. Okay. And then I said, well, what are the types of marketing that actually are going to give me really high leverage and really high conversion so I can get fewer leads to get the same income? And what if I just focus on that marketing and I got rid of all the marketing that was low leverage, low conversion? Okay, so I started to make a map and say, what are those methodologies? So over here, really high conversion type of marketing is anything one-on-one selling, door knocking, open houses, that type of thing. But the problem is it's not very high leverage. Okay. You can't go out there unless you hire a bunch of door knockers or hire a team to do this for you. You can't go out there and really get leverage with your time. You only have so much time in the day. So it works really well. It's a really high conversion model, but it's low leverage. So it's going to keep you on that hamster wheel and kind of keep you trapped from scaling. Number two, over here, you have really high leverage marketing. Okay. High leverage marketing, but low conversion. And what does that mean? So it means I can get a message out to a lot of people at once: email, social media, radio, TV, direct mail, even possibly, right? I get my message out to a lot of people at once, but it converts really low. I have to send a lot out to get that one needle in a haystack that turns into a deal. And what we found on average from our customers, it's about 1 in 50 to 1 in 60 leads from a radio or TV campaign turn into a deal. So that's not a bad thing. It does work. It turns into deals. It just means you have to sift through 30, 40, 50, 60 leads to get that deal, which means either you're hopping on the phones with those people or you build a team to do it. Okay. And same thing with direct mail. Direct mail, it's about 1 in 40 leads turn into a deal. So someone's got to field those calls at 6 o'clock, 6:30 during dinner time. Is it you? Is it somebody else? Okay. So now let's go down here. Cold calling, SMS, things like that. It's really low leverage because someone's physically got to do the calls, right? A VA or someone's physically got to carve out the time to do the calls. A human should be doing that. SMS, you can kind of automate some of that, but the conversion rate's lower on that because it's not coming in with an element of trust. It's someone literally hitting you on a phone call or text message out of the blue. How much do you trust that methodology? A lot of trust has to be built before that can turn into a deal. So with cold calling and SMS, it's about 1 in 40 to 1 in 60 leads, true leads where someone replies, engages, turns into a deal. Okay, now on the other side of it is what we call online evergreen content or evergreen marketing. It's high leverage. We create it one time, it gets in front of hundreds or thousands of people across that year. And it's really high conversion because it actually allows people to get to know us before they ever even reach out to us. And we're going to talk about that later. It actually gets people to build trust and credibility with us versus our competitors before they ever hop on a call with us. And the conversion rates are off the charts. And we're going to talk about that. Okay, hamster wheel, we already talked about it. You do it once, guys and gals, and then you have to do it again and again and again. The results stop when you stop, and it's really, really, really stressful. So let me know if you guys can relate to that. Okay, yeah, right here. So Scott says, especially with auto dialers, that pause lets them know it's a robocall. The trust is eliminated, right? Right here, Violet says, burnout is my specialty. So you guys are in the right spot. All right, so what we had talked about is that type of marketing in the upper right quadrant, the high conversion, high leverage marketing, which is organic search, which is someone going to Google and searching you out, or going to Google and clicking a Google ad and going to what we call an authority hub, not a website. And we're going to talk about the difference between websites and authority hubs and how we're pioneering the authority hub concept and really helping to double down with that with agents and investors to help you guys get off of those websites that look pretty, that aren't performing, and get you over to an authority hub that does this, that converts 2 to 3 times better on the leads than the other types of marketing. Okay, one other cool thing about the inbound marketing, as HubSpot calls it, or what we call evergreen marketing, in their study, once the lead comes in, so this number here actually shows your visitors, so people who land on the website who turn into a lead. That ratio is 2 to 3 times higher conversion with this marketing methodology. We're going to teach you how to do it with your own business on this call. But once the lead comes in, this is where the magic is, and this is where a lot of people don't predict this. Once the lead comes in, they call you or they fill out the form on the website. They actually close 2 to 3 times higher into a deal there. And we're going to show you a case study with Carter Steff, one of the top home buyers in all of Oklahoma and an agent that owns a big brokerage, how he actually increased his lead to close ratio by over 50%, guys and gals. The same volume of leads. He didn't have to get any more leads. He closed 50% more deals, okay, with the same lead volume that was coming in by making one switch from a website to an authority hub. So how do you work less, get higher leverage, and get better deals? Well, Tyler Ford, we're going to talk about Tyler a couple times in this call. He's an agent investor hybrid down in Tucson, Arizona. He's got a company down there that flips 3 to 5 houses a month, wholesales and flips them. And he also does multiple listings every month. And almost all of his marketing is using the methods that we're going to teach today. He's not out there going to open houses. He's not out there knocking on doors. He's not out there cold calling. He's not doing hardly any direct mail. It's only direct mail that actually is follow-up from his inbound organic. And in here, he was previously closing 1 in 25 leads into a deal, and he moved it to 1 in 18 pretty quick. He's closer to 1 in 15 now. And so it's working better. So I want to ask you guys this question as we dive into the content. Write down a number on a piece of paper in front of you. Grab a piece of paper, and I want you to write down, what's your average profit per deal? If you're an agent, what's your average commission per transaction? If you're an investor, what's your average profit per deal? Okay, are you closing every deal is worth 10 grand for you? Is it worth 20 grand for you? If you're an agent, is it worth 9? Is it worth 10? Write that number down. Then I want you to ask yourself, what's just one lost deal from underperformance worth to you? Like, how many leads and deals are you okay with losing this year from underperformance because we don't have our website dialed in to really become that authority hub for all of our marketing? And how many of those deals are you okay with losing? Okay, so we're going to skip past a couple of these, but I want to introduce myself really quick. My name is Trevor. I'm the CEO of a company called Carrot, as you can see, like the vegetable. And this is my family on the right side of things, my wife, Carly, my 3 young kids, McKinley, Colton, Sydney. And we're at the lake house. We spent a couple of weeks a month there in the summer. We're going to be heading there here in a couple of weeks. And we live here in Oregon. We absolutely love where we live. This is my other family. This is my family here at Carrot. We're almost 50 team members strong now at Carrot, which is crazy. We started with just me, and then me and a web developer, and we've grown over the years. And now we serve over almost 8,000 real estate investors and agents to generate millions and millions and millions of leads over the course of the years. And most of those are motivated sellers. And it all really stemmed from that marketing mindset shift that I mentioned to you that I had to make about 8 years ago, where I looked at my marketing and I asked, what marketing is really driving me into the ground? What marketing is actually getting me leads and deals, which is great, and income, but making my business inconsistent, but keeping me on that hamster wheel, but driving to an under-optimized website or system. And so that shift that I had to make, guys, was the most pivotal shift for me, because I went from kind of resenting my business. I went from looking at this entrepreneurial dream out there of that freedom, of flexibility, to almost questioning it, almost wondering, like, man, is that entrepreneurial dream of truly having this freedom and flexibility, is that real, or did I buy into a bunch of bull honky? And I started to look around. And I said, well, shoot, it definitely is real, because I can see other people doing it. What have I gotten wrong? And the one question I wasn't asking early on was, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that the marketing that I was doing influences my lifestyle more than I ever thought it would. If I'm doing hamster wheel marketing, my lifestyle now has to support that. If I do evergreen marketing, the business now supports me. And it did take a shift, and it's not easy. Okay, I had to really sit down there and write down what was important, or I call them my non-negotiables. What was important for me in my business that I want to make sure that my business 100% for sure embodies. Otherwise, I'm going to change my business, or I'm going to sell my business, exit my business, whatever it is. Any business I ever run in the future has to meet these 5 non-negotiables. And that's one thing that's really common with a lot of agents and investors. When we talk to people at Carrot Camp here a couple months ago, oftentimes the issue with our businesses is that we're not clear what we want out of it. We're not clear what type of business we want in the first place. We just want income to come in. And we see other people doing this type of marketing that works, and we see income coming in, but we don't ask ourselves, at what cost? At what cost to my lifestyle, to my sanity, to my freedom, to my flexibility is that marketing method or that business model actually costing me and my family? And so for me, I wanted consistency and predictability in my 5 non-negotiables. I still look at these things today, guys and gals. Every single year I pull up my 5 non-negotiables and ask myself, how's my business doing right now? And is it serving these? And if it doesn't serve all 5 non-negotiables, I change the business to make sure it fits them, so I can truly be fulfilled in my business. Okay, so I want to ask you guys, what are your non-negotiables? Pop in your non-negotiables in here, even possibly. What are the things that you would love to see in your business? What are the things that you want to make your non-negotiables? Pop them in the comments box in your business moving forward. For me, a huge one was consistency and predictability. And so then I said, well, what type of marketing is going to be the marketing that gets me there? And so I looked at the type of marketing we were doing. We were doing some direct mail in my previous business. We were doing some phone marketing. We were doing joint ventures. But the one that really stood out the most, it was actually the lowest line item in my income on there, because we weren't doing hardly any of it, was, oh my gosh, this marketing we actually did 2 or 3 years ago, it's still getting customers. What is it? Why is it working so, 2 or 3 years later? And it was the online inbound marketing. It was us putting up a really high converting website. We're going to talk about high converting websites here in a bit. It was us then creating content that resonated and built trust with our market. And we got it in front of them through Google and now Facebook. And then we just kept doing more of that. It built momentum. It was that evergreen marketing. But the problem is we had to do it the hard way, right? We had to do it the way from where we built everything from scratch. I had to come up with the strategy, put in dozens and hundreds of hours to learn how do you do this type of marketing. I hired the web guy to build the website. You can hire a person, then write the content, the copywriter. I did hire SEO firms and I learned about SEO, and then you buy the WordPress plugins and you get really, really good website hosting, because you can't get the cheap hosting, because that's where the cheap hosting actually is going to load slow. And I'm going to show you a stat later where every second your website loads slow is actually a decrease in your conversion rate. A decrease in your conversion rate in a website is a decrease in your leads, which is a decrease in your income. And the website speed matters. So there's all these things that we had to do and discover. And over the years, we discovered, shoot, if we're going to launch a brand new website and do this evergreen marketing model, it's between 5 and 16 grand to do it right. Okay, with the website, with all the other things. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it and cut that whole learning curve to not spend the hundreds of hours and not spend all that money, and actually consolidate it into less than a couple $100 a month with a little bit of time and really execute it. Okay, and that's what we've done here at Carrot. So I want to walk you guys through how we've done it, how you guys can do it, how we're helping people like Max Maxwell and Brad Chandler from Express Home Buyers and tons of other investors and agents to implement this model and save tons of time and win your business back. All right, guys. So I want to ask you guys, who's ready to commit to that shift to evergreen marketing this year? Pop in the comments box if this resonates with you so far that you're like, you know what? I really do want to make that shift. It's something I need to nail this. I really, really need to nail this. Okay. Right here, guys, Derek says the stuff Trevor's talking about today will help us not fall victim to the E-myth when it comes to lead generation and marketing. 100%, dude. So let's dig in. So what we're going to talk about today are the 3 secrets to attract more of your favorite clients by flipping your marketing to evergreen this year. And like I said, the things I'm going to teach y'all are things our clients here at Carrot are executing, and our software helps them do more easily. But what also I'm going to teach is, if you don't have Carrot, you guys can go away and implement these things on your own. It might take you a little bit more work. It might be a little bit more expensive. And it might be a little bit less effective, take longer to get there, but you can do most, if not all of these things outside of our ecosystem. We just help make it easier, faster, simpler for you, and actually less cost. Okay. And I will introduce you guys to a way that you guys can engage with us. Sign up for Carrot. We're going to have a special package today, which is going to be really, really cool. If you're already on Carrot, I'm going to show you guys a way that you can make an upgrade and unlock some cool bonuses, like our Google AdWords campaign that we use. That AdWords campaign, y'all, I launched marketing in the market of Louisville recently, about 2 months ago. And I'm going to start putting content out about this. We use literally this campaign I'm going to give you guys today at the end of the call, for those of you who want to take the offer. This Google campaign with all the keywords, all the negative keywords, all the ads, everything. You guys are going to get that as a part of the package if you decide to tackle it. We brought in $140,000 in wholesale fees in the first 60 days. Okay, first 60 days, $140,000 in wholesale fees with this campaign. Now, I'm going to give a big caveat. That's us running it with this campaign, and a guy who closes 20 deals a month already, doing all the negotiation. He's a master follow-up guy. He's a master closer. He's closing. He's closed right now 3 out of the 7 or 8 leads that have came in that were really good quality leads. He's closed 3 out of the 7 or 8. And so there's higher quality leads. Anyway, secret number 1, we're going to show something called the 261 formula for evergreen marketing. Number 2, why a normal website isn't enough, and how Carter Steph from Oklahoma, 1-800-2-SELL-HOMES, agent and investor, actually added $20,000 a month in extra profits by shifting from his old fancy custom website to an authority hub, doing it the way that we're showing. And if you're an agent, I want to really point this out. Most real estate agents right now are taught that your social media profile should be your hub of your content. Okay, most of you guys and gals are taught your Facebook or Instagram profile should be the hub of your content. And I'll tell you why that's completely the opposite of what it should be if you want to gain your freedom back. That is one thing that's keeping you on the marketing hamster wheel, by that being your hub. We want to help you get off the marketing hamster wheel, make your authority hub the hub of your content, and then you amplify it through the social channels like we'll talk about. And then number 3, how you can automate some of this evergreen marketing so you can save time and do it all in under an hour or 2 a week. All right. Cool. So secret number 1, guys, the 261 formula for evergreen marketing success. Tyler Ford, I introduced him here a bit ago. He is a client of ours. He's been a client of ours for years and years and years. He's got 3 or 4 websites with Carrot that he came away from custom websites. And he actually made up this model that he calls the 261 formula. And it's really kind of how do you wrap your head around how evergreen marketing works, okay? So right here, here's the reality for most agents and investors. Here's the reality for most agents and investors, y'all. Number 1, over half, 53%, that they work the same hours or longer today than they did the first year. If any of this resonates with you guys, if you're living this, pop through the comments box and let me know if you're in this spot, because I want to help you guys out of it. Of all the activities and practices agents spend time on, investors as well, marketing and advertising take the cake. 62% of agents said that they devote at least an hour a day to marketing themselves and their listings. And that's because of the way that we market, okay, not because that's a requirement. If we do hamster wheel marketing, then yes, we have to dedicate an hour, 2-3 hours a day. Okay, next came prospecting and lead generation. 60% said they prospect on a daily basis, with more than a quarter devoting several hours a day to finding new leads. Which is awesome if it works, but is it wearing you out? What if you could do evergreen marketing that you do and it starts to work for years, and you can start to bring that down to several hours a week instead of several hours a day? Only 31% of agents spend more than $1,000 per year on marketing. That's one of the biggest disparities I see between the investor mindset and the agent mindset. Agents hustle with their time. Investors tend to really value their time more and invest into marketing a lot more, and they're able to scale up their income faster usually. 33% were able to support themselves and their families within the first year. 25% took 2 years or more. We want to help you guys get that quicker. Okay, so here's Tyler. Once again, Tyler's an EXP agent out of Tucson. He's an active wholesaler investor, does multiple deals a month. And when he first joined Carrot several years ago, and he still does 2 to 3, 4 deals a month right now, 100% from Carrot, he was getting ready to actually leave the industry. And you guys can go look up Tyler, Google Carrot, and then Tyler Ford interview, and you'll be able to find some podcasts with him where he talks about his journey. But he was ready to throw in the towel because of his inconsistent marketing. Once he started implementing what we're going to be teaching in this call, he said this. He said, my goal for the year was 200K in profits, and I've already passed that in the first quarter of the year. You were right when you said I wasn't thinking big enough. So now what did he do? This was the end result of what he did. As he launched an authority hub, and I'll show you guys how to structure an authority hub so it's not just a website, okay? And then what happens over here is you start to see these leads come in. You can see a Google search, Google search, Google search, Google search, Google search. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 6 days ago. They're giving addresses. They're giving phone numbers. They're giving email addresses, full names. Okay, these are sellers, y'all. Okay, and this still happens to him today. This happens with thousands of our customers every single week, where they're getting these organic evergreen types of leads. Now, we also work with a lot of clients who mix in paid marketing and amplify their direct mail, and we suggest that you do that as well. But I wanted to show Tyler's example because he's 100% doing just evergreen marketing in the Tucson market. And this is kind of his 261 formula. Because before we start to apply the strategy, we have to kind of wrap our heads around what is the strategy? How long is it going to take? So we can prepare kind of a marketing plan over the next 1, 2, 3 quarters. And I always like to look at it in the terms of a year, because if I'm really going to dive deep in a marketing method or a business, I think one of the big mistakes a lot of us entrepreneurs make is we look too short term. We say, I'm going to try this thing out for a couple months. I'm going to try this thing out for 3 months. I'm going to try this thing out for 6 months. And what we end up doing is we end up putting some work into it. But that work then we're not able to realize the momentum of that work because we stop too soon. We're not able to realize the time when that all that work really pays off and builds up and builds momentum. And so with evergreen marketing, the first 2 months or so, the 2 from the 261 formula is we're going to be hustling quite a bit. It's going to be a lot of work. Okay. You're going to be working probably, a couple hours a day or 4, 5, 6 hours a week, or having someone do it for you. We can do a lot of that work for you here at Carrot with our services, but you're going to be launching that authority hub. You're going to be building credibility on that website. We're going to show you how to do that here in a second. We're going to show you some examples like these ones and show you guys what you can do with your credibility to ramp up your conversion rate. Okay. You're then going to be building up some of that stuff to really get some traffic coming in today. Okay. So if you don't want to wait wait 6, 8, 10, 12 months to get those consistent evergreen leads coming in. We have to do something in the short term. And sometimes it is hamster wheel to get those leads coming in now. But around the 6-month mark, the 6 in here, you start to see this sprout. I call it a ranking sprout, where your results actually start to pop up. Around month 4, you're probably pretty darn discouraged. Like that brick wall analogy. I'm doing all this work. I'm stacking these bricks and putting these pages on my website, or I'm having someone do it for me. I'm investing into it, but I'm not getting leads yet, right? It's just like working out. That first time you work out, or the second or the 5th or the 12th, you see the work, you feel the work, you're tired. You're out of energy, possibly your muscles hurt, and you're not seeing the results in the mirror yet. But then when you keep at it in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, you feel the energy, you can see the results, the momentum built up. And if you would have quit after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, all of that hard work would have been for naught. But if you just kept at it for a little bit longer, everything would have popped, momentum would build up. And so momentum really builds that 6-month mark. You should start to see your first real leads coming in, depending on how competitive your market is and depending on how well you're executing the plan we're going to be teaching. And then real momentum picks up around the 9, 10, 11, 12-month mark, where we start to see, a lead every week, 2, 3, 4, 5 leads every week, 10 leads every week, depending on how well you executed it with your market. And then in year 2, that's when you start to see the leads most every single day, depending on your market, or you see more consistency if you're in a smaller market. 2-6-1 formula. The cool thing is with the 2-6-1 formula is the work is harder up front, and your workload actually decreases over time, which is where you get freedom. Okay, so your workload up front is more, your workload over time decreases. When you look at hamster wheel marketing, which is this gray dot, your workload actually goes up and down over time. It never really decreases unless you build a team. Right? And building a team's not a bad thing. I've got almost 50 employees here at Carrot. It really depends on the vision you're looking for your company. But hamster wheel keeps you on this. Your work is inconsistent over time, but it really doesn't go down. And your workload with Evergreen goes down over time. That's where freedom is gained. Okay. So here's what our top clients kind of do with the strategy. I want you guys to write this down. The high level is this: launch your authority hub, move away from a website, move away from a broker provided website, move towards something that is going to load fast, convert really, really well, and have great support for you. We're going to dive into how to do this in the second part of this training. But then month 2 or so, what I suggest doing, I'm going to show you an example of how Brian Rockwell, one of our clients in Dallas, did this, and how he ramped up and brought in his first 100K in wholesale profits in the first few months using this model. Okay, he launched his authority hub. He started to build it up using our teaching. We're going to give you guys free access to our SEO training as a part of the package here later as well. And then he started some paid traffic, or Google pay-per-click. Okay, the same campaign that we're running in Louisville to pull 140 grand out in our first 60 days, which once again, that's not normal. I've been doing this for 10 years. Bo's been doing the negotiation for 10 years. You put 2 masters together. We just happened to hit a few home runs out of the gate. We got lucky, but it did work. Okay, so we want to get some paid traffic coming in, or hamster wheel coming in the short term to get some money coming in quickly. So then you can reinvest it back into Evergreen. Okay, and then we want to continue to build up the Evergreen, which is putting out content, implementing our plan, adding some things we call location pages, adding some things we call video posts, and really building up what we call search engine optimization. And we're going to show you guys how to actually automate some of these things, or have it done for you so the momentum builds up for you. And this is a screenshot from inside of our system from one of our clients, from Kind House Buyers, Kind Home Buyers. So if I pop over here, let me pop over here. This is Kind House Buyers. I'm in the back end of his website right here. And so he's using our SEO ranking tracking tool. He put in a bunch of keywords, and you can see he's ranking really well in a lot of markets. Rankings go up, rankings go down, but he's ranked in the top 5 for many of his best keywords. Sell a house in probate in Washington. That's an evergreen search phrase that people are going to be coming to him all the time for. Sell my house fast, Everett. Okay. Sell my house fast, Sumner, Olympia, Lakewood, Tacoma. Guys, how valuable would it be to be able to be in front of those people that are searching that stuff every day, that are asking to sell their home? That'd be really, really valuable. And so what happened with him is when he launched in around September. He started to put in the work, and he wasn't getting a lot of results. You're not going to get a lot of results at page 4, page 3, page 2. But then when you do the work, you see that sprout that happens 4, 5, 6 months in. His sprout happened right there and went bam. He did the work we're going to teach you in this call. It popped up there to mid page 1. Might start to get a few leads there. And then he kept doing the work. And about a year in or so, he got up here, and now he's got that consistent everyday lead flow coming in his market. And that's how it works. It requires patience. And it looks like this. He's got a Google lead that came in there, a Google paid ad that came in there, a Google lead. These are all sellers with their names, their phone numbers, emails, everything. This is a screenshot from our lead manager that shows you where the leads came from, the whole shebang. I'll kind of walk through another example of this that kind of shows you the path that you can execute that's going to help you be successful with it. So Brian, this is Brian and his wife, Leah. They're down in Dallas, Texas, and they've been members for a number of years, and they've been really able to scale things up in a big way, and they're still absolutely crushing it. He's been able to take his active income from his wholesaling and actually put it into passive investments in multifamily properties. He's a part owner in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of multifamily units now, where he's getting that evergreen income coming in to replace his hamster wheel income on the wholesale side. But it all started by him locking in this marketing method to get the cash coming in the first place. So this came from him when he was in year one. He said 6 wholesale deals this month if all goes through, 124K. 4 came from PPC, 1 came from organic, 1 from Facebook retargeting. I've closed the other 5 are under contract with the buyer, and the last one's waiting on a buyer. Carrot Systems rocking. So what I want to show you guys is this. Even though he's been doing this for several years, and we have tons of customers who started this year, last year, who are seeing similar results, I want to show you the path that's a common path that is the 261 formula for success. Okay, so he jumped in fresh. He'd never been in real estate before. Okay, he had some limiting beliefs, didn't have a lot of capital. December, he closed his first deal, but he did it from driving for dollars. So that's what I'm saying, guys and gals, is in those early days, you've got to hustle for sure as an agent or an investor. Get the first deals coming in so you can take that income now and invest it into growing through marketing that actually gives you more scale. Okay, so close his first deal from driving for dollars. Then over here, he said, I'm going to take that money, I'm going to put it into buying Carrot, and he's going to go all in on the online evergreen marketing side of things. So he got our 3 lead per day training, which teaches you how to get ranked high in Google. Anyone who takes the package today is going to get that training for free. For him, he treated it like a college course. He said he was serious about making it work. He's like, I'm going to make this work. And so he put in the work. He spent about 3 hours a day working through it. He's not a techie, and he just implemented everything through it. He hopped on our coaching calls every week. He just asked questions. In February, he said, okay, I need to get some deals coming in sooner though, while I'm waiting for this to build up. So he started his first Google pay-per-click campaign. Okay, he decided to hire somebody from the profits that came in that first deal. He made $8,000 in that closing, that driving for dollars deal, and he took most of those profits and put it into Google pay-per-click. Okay, what he saw next was this. By March, he said he did 3 wholesale deals and made $73,000, spent $7,300 to make the $73,000. For every 15 leads, it turned turned into 1 deal for him. Okay, by June, he then stacked on more marketing. So you guys can see what's happening here, right? He's not diving in doing everything at once. He's stacking one thing on a time, getting it to work, perfecting it, making it a system, then stacking something else on. Refine the systems more by October. And then by the next year, here's some of those stats. Okay, for the past 6 months, which was his last 6 months of year one, and he's still seeing these similar numbers today in his very competitive market. He spent 43 grand in AdWords. You guys might be asking, well, I don't have 43 grand. Guys, he didn't either. He started with 8 that came from a deal, and he put it in, got his first deal done, took that profit, put it in, got more deals, took that profit, put it in. By the end of the year, he had $378,000 in profits. Okay. He had a profit per deal of $13,000 and a cost per deal of $2K. Guys, who would love to see these types of numbers? And this is not in a 60, 70, 80 hour a week job. Okay. This is essentially what happened with his stats. You saw exactly what I showed before. It takes some time to build up, and then bam, it pops up there. And then this is the consistency that he still sees in this business today, several years in, and we still see tons of people who are implementing this from scratch right now. Okay, many will be tempted though in month 3, 4, 5, 6 to get back on the hamster wheel because they're not getting the momentum. But I want to show you those several data points from Keith and from Brian and from others to show, because the biggest thing that people do with evergreen marketing is they end up quitting 3, 4, 5, 6 months in because they aren't seeing the vision, because they see that it's work and it's not paying off for them in 3 or 6 months. They're so used to that immediate gratification, and you get back on the hamster wheel to be destined to be on it for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Okay, guys. So is your current marketing building momentum, or is it keeping you on the hamster wheel? Okay. Yes, Scott, what he said is he hired someone from our marketplace to take over the PPC. And then he learned it and then he took it on later. So he hired them, I think, for 3, 4, 5, 6 months to get it set up. And then he learned it and took it over later. Awesome question, man, for sure. Yep. I love it. So I want you guys to picture yourself in a year. Where do you guys want to be? What changes do you need to make in your marketing? Pop it through the comments box. What change do you need to make in your marketing to make sure that you build the business to be the business you want to have? How amazing will it feel to live that life versus kind of the path that you're currently on with your current marketing? Pop through the comments box. How do you want the business to change in a year? And how will it feel when that thing changes? Okay. So secret number two right here is why a normal website isn't enough in 2021. How Carter added $20,000 a month in new profits by shifting from a fancy custom website into what we've been talking about, which is an authority hub, and why your social media profiles, y'all, should never be the hub of your content. And this is mainly speaking to agents on this one, okay? Your social media profiles should never be that hub of the content. So the biggest mistake that we oftentimes make, that most agents and investors I talk to make, is that we kind of go overboard creating a really professionally designed website. And I'm going to kind of point this a lot on the agent side. The investor side, we're seeing it more and more where people want this beautiful, pretty aesthetic, like an open door or something like that. But in our testing, that actually is not performing better for the mom and pop investor. Okay, open door is a fundamentally different value proposition than a mom and pop investor. And if we have a website that looks like an open door, we've actually found it converts worse than the models that we're using right now. And we have data to back it up. And so the next thing is they're using their Facebook or IG pages as that main content hub, instead of really owning that content hub on their own website that they can control, that actually builds momentum. And on Facebook and IG, it doesn't build momentum. When you put up a Facebook post, you put up a piece of content over there, it's up there for 24 to 72 hours, and you got to keep posting more, keep posting more, keep posting more. It keeps you on the hamster wheel. They just use whatever low cost or free Wix website, broker site, whatever it is, because they think a website is a website. But we're going to show you guys some math here in a bit, where the wrong type of a website could actually cost you tons and tons of money, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year or more. Carter Steph, it cost him $20,000 a month by having a custom website that looked pretty, but didn't perform well. $20,000 a month in lost deals is what he ended up discovering he was losing from an underperforming website. Okay. Then that site fails to generate leads or rank in Google. It's just a glorified online brochure. They just build a website for online marketing versus a true hub that'll make all their marketing work better. One big mistake I see people making is they'll have one website for Google ads, one website for Facebook ads, one website for their organic. And then when you're driving traffic, y'all, from a Facebook page or from Google ads to a landing page that's not a true authority hub, you might get a good conversion rate, but what ends up happening is your actual lead to close ratio, your lead to deal ratio goes down. So it kind of fakes people out that they think that they're getting a potentially an attractive conversion rate on the front end, but they're actually closing fewer of those deals on the back end. It's a false flag. Only one thing matters, y'all, which is performance and results. And I really love this quote from Tony Robbins. Okay, really, really, really love this quote from Tony Robbins. He says, if you want to be successful, find someone who's achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you'll achieve the same results. So I want to show you guys some things you guys can do to copy or emulate. I'm going to show you guys some examples of authority hubs to kind of go, oh, here's some cool things I can put on my own to build that trust, build that credibility, to start to attract these evergreen leads. But here's Carter from 1-800-2sellhomes.com. He had an amazing custom site, looked pretty. He got some leads and deals, but here's what he said after moving to a Carrot Authority Hub. He said, we couldn't be happier with the site so far. What we've seen is a dramatic increase in web leads. Since switching to Carrot, the leads we are getting are converting to purchases at a much higher level. Things have been moving so fast, we haven't had the opportunity to accurately determine the purchase to close ratio, but I would estimate it's in the 25 to 35% range, which means the leads we are getting are significantly better than our historical average. Thanks for everything. We're looking at expansion now because of the success we've had. What they decided to do after this, y'all, is they started to actually franchise out their 1-800-2-SELL-HOMES brand, and they're rolling out Carrot Authority Hubs in every single market that they're partnered in with other investors. He also owns a real estate brokerage, and he's really seeing the light on how his custom site was actually not converting as well. So what does that look like? What does it look like to have a website versus an authority hub? So this is a screenshot from what we call the hero section, or the top section of his old website. And it looks good, right? It's pretty. It has a house up there, has a pretty logo, this kind of cool background. It's got a form there, says get started, and it's taken some basic info. And then as you go down the page, it's got other information. And most people will look at this website and say, that's a pretty darn good website. It probably works well. But what was happening was the majority of their marketing that they were doing at that time was offline marketing. It was radio, TV, and some direct mail. And so they were driving a lot of people to their website from radio, TV, direct mail, and it was getting leads and deals. But once they switched over to what we call an authority hub, where it really builds in more personalization, where it really builds in the things that can make a website convert the highest. Okay, you're going to see some websites out there with 4, 5, 6, 7 different form fields where you're requiring a seller to fill out all this stuff. And we're even seeing some of our competitors who are claiming that their websites convert better. We have the data to back it up that they don't. They don't have the data for it, but they have 5, 6, 7 form fields on there. And we're testing them. We're like, our tests are showing that theirs are actually losing in performance because they're asking for way too much information. And we're going to show you guys why performance and conversion on your website is so darn important here in a bit. And the reason for that's something I call phantom expenses. Okay, phantom expenses are essentially an expense that is taken out of your bank account without you knowing it or even realizing. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, it could be lots of different things. It could be your website's not performing as well. It could be your marketing isn't performing as well as it should. It could be that you're not closing deals that you should be closing because your negotiation strategies need to improve. It could be your follow-up needs to improve and you're not replying to leads as fast, especially in this environment. There's all kinds of phantom expenses that are probably in our businesses that we're ignoring that are taking tens of thousands of dollars out of our pockets each year. And so let's focus on this one type of phantom expense, the one that is just losing leads and deals from a website that doesn't convert as well as it should. Okay, so what if you just got 2 extra leads per month from traffic you're already getting? Okay, just from small tweaks on a website to make it turn into an authority hub and convert better. That's only 24 extra leads a year. Like a lot of people would look at that and go, dude, that's only 2 extra leads a month, 24 a year. What's the big deal? Now, I'm paying $10 a month for this Wix site over here, and just 2 leads a month, it's not a big deal. I'm going to save some money. Or I've got my broker provided website over here and it's quote unquote free. Well, this is where it's not free anymore. If you close 1 in 15 of those seller leads into a deal, which is the average close rate for our clients, we have a lot of clients closing way better and some closing a little bit worse, depends on your follow-up and negotiation tactics and all that. But what if you close 1 in 15 into a deal and your average profit per deal was $10,000 per deal? Okay, that would essentially mean you're closing 1 to 2 extra deals per year, or $10,000 to $20,000 a year is currently being lost in your business. How cheap is that cheap website? How cheap is that free broker provided website now when you're losing leads and deals from underperformance? 10K, 8K, 20K at a pop. How many of those deals are you likely losing this year from underperformance? I want you to pop through the comments box, y'all. I want you guys to pop through the comments box. How many leads and deals, how many deals do you think you possibly might be losing this year? And Natalia asks a really, really good question. It says, how is Carrot better than REI Blackbook websites? I love REI Blackbook. Like, I like Damon. Their CRM is amazing. Their follow-up is amazing. We're looking at some ways that we can work with them. They are an amazing company. I think the difference is we hyper-focus. We're specialists in the online marketing side of it. They are specialists in follow-up and lead management, and they happen to have websites. And so if you guys look at the websites around the industry, most websites around the industry have actually modeled us. If you look at our websites, we pioneered this because we do testing, we have data, we take that testing and data and put it into website changes for our clients. What happens is all of our competitors are 6 to 18 months behind us because they're modeling what we're doing. And so if you go look at those websites, Natalia, visually, there's going to be some things that look similar, but they're always going to be 6 to 18 months behind us in the conversion side of things because that's what we do every day. We focus on conversion. We focus on page speed. We focus on the things that matter, those small tweaks every single day that could be costing you $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a deal. We help you eliminate those as much as possible. So they're an amazing company. We actually have a ton of people who use REI Blackbook for their CRM and follow-up and use us for the websites. Best of both worlds. Great question. Great question. So I want to show you guys, I'm going to switch gears here really fast. I'm going to share my iPad for a second, and I want you guys to pop through the comments box. What are you guys feeling right now? Do you guys feel like you're getting some value out of this training? Do you guys feel like you're going to be able to take this mindset shift back to your business? Now, let me know. While you guys are popping that in here, let me know what your biggest takeaway so far is. Is this making sense, the whole thing? So I'm going to show my iPad right here. And I'm going to do some math with you. Okay. And this math is really important because this math is what helps us as entrepreneurs, as investors or agents get an edge in our market. This math is what a lot of people we ignore, and we're actually kind of stepping over dimes to pick up pennies. Okay. And when we're trying to step over dimes to pick up pennies, it could be costing us $20,000 a month, just like it did for Carter in underperformance. Okay. So how does this look to actually get better performance? So I'm just going to write, our goal here is better performance, better performance. And then we want to stop losing deals, right? Stop losing deals. Okay. From underperforming websites. So one of the first things that you can do to stop losing deals, and we're not going to talk about this in this training, is you need to dial in your marketing, right? So you can improve your ads in Google or Facebook. You could hire someone to run that for you. You could improve your direct mail copy. You could improve the script for the person who's doing cold calling, right? There's ways that we can improve our marketing to actually stop losing deals and add to our margins. So we're not going to talk about that today. What we're going to talk about is the convert and close part of our business. So once we do marketing and it gets to a website or it gets to us, the next thing is how do we then convert them into a lead? And this is the biggest drop-off point. I see a lot of our people like Carter who moved from a custom site over to Carrot. This is the biggest thing that they were missing. You need to build credibility. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that here in a second. I'm going to show you examples. I'm going to show you guys how to make the authority hub versus just using a landing page like a lot of people are still using. And this is the difference right here, like with a lot of our competitors, Natalia, is you're going to be able to get leads and deals through them, and it's going to be working. But it might convert, let's say, 5% of the paid traffic or whatever the traffic is from a lead into or from a visitor into a lead. Okay. And we look at it and go, cool, leads are coming in. Awesome. But what if you can move it to 8%? Okay. What if you could move that from 5% of every visitor who lands on your website to 8% of every visitor who lands on your website becomes a lead? Doesn't sound like a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot, right? But if you look at it this way, that for every 100 sellers that land on your website, that is 3 more leads per 100 sellers. Okay. So let's say we're doing some marketing. Let's say we're doing some cold calling and some direct mail, maybe, and some Google pay-per-click or Evergreen Marketing like we're teaching. And we're going to teach you exact methods and how to come up with the content ideas in section 3 here in a bit. But that's three leads per month. Okay. Let's assume there's 100 people landing your website a month. That's 36 leads, seller leads per year. Cool. Let's go back to the average we use, which is with this type of marketing, 1 in 15 of those leads turns into a deal. That's 2 extra deals, which is $20,000 in extra revenue right there, just by moving and making your website convert 5 out of 100 people to a lead to 8 out of 100 people to a lead. Doesn't sound like a big difference, but it's $20,000 extra to your bottom line if you average $10,000 per deal. So here's the second part. Now, this is what Carter was talking about when he said my lead to close ratio increased by quite a bit. Let's say you can increase your lead to close ratio by 30 to 50%. Okay, meaning you get 100 leads, and rather than closing 1 in 15, I'm making this number up, but rather than closing 1 in 15, now you're able to close 1 in 10. Okay, because you really made your authority hub pop. You have credibility on there. You have trust on there. It's easy to navigate. It's fast on mobile, the whole thing. Okay, that's another 2 to 3 deals per year from that method as well, from making your leads convert into deals at a higher ratio. Using that same number, 10K per deal, that's $20,000 to $30,000 in extra income right there. Add these up, that's about $40,000 in extra income conservatively. They're going to be able to earn back into your business just from making your website into an authority hub and making it convert better. Okay. So I know that was quick math, guys and gals, but I want to hear your guys' feedback. Now, how many leads and deals do you guys think possibly might be kind of slipping out from underneath your fingers from both the conversion rate side of things, from visitors to leads and leads to deals? Let me know, guys. Exactly. Yeah, right there, Scott says, may not look like it, but depending on traffic, 2% can become a game changer big time. Okay. Jim would love a daily evergreen checklist to keep this on an ongoing basis. Dude, we're going to give you some really, really good direction here in a bit. Okay. So when we're doing marketing and we're doing direct mail, or we're doing bandit signs, or we're doing cold calling, or text message, or radio and TV, or online, one thing that we all have to remember is all of our marketing turns into online demand. Okay, even if there might be people on this call saying, this is awesome, Trevor, but I don't need online marketing. I don't need a website. I get my deals from direct mail. I get my deals from bandit signs. I get my deals from cold calling. I don't need a website. Okay, or I already have a website and it's good enough. Every single time you put out that direct mail piece or that cold call, what's going to happen is there's going to be people that are going to Google search anything on there. They're going to Google search your company name. They're going to Google search your phone number that's on there, even if it's a tracking phone number. And then the thing that pops up that's going to be the difference between you winning these sellers and not is what do they find online? Are they going to find credibility online about you? Are they going to find an easy to use, easy to navigate authority hub, or are they just going to find a basic website? And that's where we start to see that difference. Is even if you're not going to do online marketing, you're only going to use this to amplify your offline marketing. That alone can add many, many deals, tens of thousands back to your bottom line, just like with Carter. Okay, so that's the shift. And what is an authority hub? I want you guys to start to write this down, because now this is the basis of evergreen marketing. We're about an hour into this training. And like I said, guys and gals, what I'm going to do is anyone who wants to use our software to launch an authority hub, move away from a website, to have the fastest websites in the industry, to have the most data-backed, conversion-driven websites in the industry. We're going to have an offer that's going to be applicable for both existing Carrot customers, for an upgrade offer with some amazing bonuses. It's a no-brainer if you're already an existing Carrot customer. But if you're not a Carrot customer, I'm going to go through an offer here in a bit that's going to give you our Google AdWords account and all of our ads. Okay, you're going to get all of our ads, all of our ad copy. It's over $1,000 worth of value if we were to set it up for you. It's the same account we're running that made 140 grand for me and my partner in the first 60 days in Louisville. Okay, and guys, we already have other people running that same campaign in that market, and we're able to pull deals out as well. So we're going to give you that. We're going to give you some other bonuses. That's going to come in a bit, and you're actually going to get 4 months of our software at the highest plan level. It's going to unlock all of our content automation tools. You're going to get 4 months of our software for free to launch your authority hub. And we'll walk through that here in a second. So the first part of an authority hub is this is where most websites stop. Most websites stop at just a home page and maybe like an about page and possibly a how it works page and stuff like that. And that's really good because that's important. I call those the core conversion pages. Those are your pages on your website. They're going to help you to build that credibility and really close those leads that are coming in. Okay. It might be like a sell your house or buy a home page. It might be how it works, right? Reviews, about, FAQ, that kind of a thing. It builds credibility. The cool thing with this is you really only have to do that kind of one time. So when you launch that website, you go in there and add in your credibility, add in your photos, pictures, your testimonials, things like that, about page information. And you only kind of do it once. It might take you a couple days to do it, or you can outsource it to us to have us do it for you. And then you only change it as needed. As you get a new testimony that you want to add on there, cool, put it on there. If you want to update your colors or logo or anything, just update them as needed. The next part here is what we pioneered here in the industry here at Carrot, is what we call your location pages. Okay, when you look at Zillow and you do a Google search for, buy a house in whatever city, you are never going to find Zillow's homepage that's actually ranking high in Google for that phrase. It's always what we call a location page. And so we took the model from Zillow, the model from LoopNet 7+ years ago, and said, how do we duplicate what the big guys are doing and bring it down to the mom and pop investor and agent to help them get the same benefit, if not better? And so that's the next part, is we have to build those location pages. And I'll show you guys what those look like here in a second. And then the third part, which is where the authority hub comes in. You've got your core conversion content. That's going to help you attract and convert people in a greater way. Then you've got your niche location page. That's actually going to help you attract new traffic, new leads, those high quality evergreen leads. And then the evergreen content is something that you do weekly. And I'm going to show you guys how to automate it with Carrot. We take an hour-long process down to about under 10 minutes a week for you if you follow this process. Okay, but then you put in this content, and this content now is what helps to build that momentum with the evergreen side of things. Okay, and like I said, we're kind of stacking bricks, and those bricks in this example are pages on your website. And I don't want this to sound intimidating because it's stuff that we can do for you. It's stuff that you guys can do very easily, hire it out, whatever it is, but stacking bricks is what we're looking after. Okay, every single new page you add, every new location page you add. Like here's an example. If I go to Google and type in a phrase like North Umpqua River homes for sale, if I'm a real estate agent and that's one of my primary niches, and you can see Google's giving me some suggestions here. If I type that into Google, it'd be pretty darn awesome to rank at the top of Google because I'm probably getting the most motivated people that are coming to my website, right? And look what's next. Zillow is number 2. Zillow is number 3. Realtor.com is number 4. Realtor.com is number 5. Redfin. Guys, who's at the top? This right here is a client that's at the top that has had this evergreen ranking for a number of years. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of these same examples across the system. Okay, so they land on this page, North Umpqua River Homes for Sale. It's got some good content, okay? We have a proprietary process for getting location pages to rank well in Google that most other real estate agent websites don't have enough content on their location pages to ever rank in Google. And that's the primary flaw. We reverse engineered the way that Zillow web pages rank in Google. And we've built that back in with our system and with our training to make it easier for you to compete with and potentially beat Zillow in the rankings. You've got your MLS in here, which the MLS is included in this offer. If you are an agent going into the agent side of our software, you actually get that for free. And then someone comes in here, puts their information in, and they become a lead. They get leads every single month from this like clockwork from that evergreen search. Okay, so you add location pages. Every single page that you add actually turns into momentum. And so here's Eric. Eric is a KW agent and an investor out of Cincinnati. And when we talk about performance, this is what it means for him. He said, my carrot leads are so much more higher quality. He closes 1 in 5 of those carrot seller leads into a deal because he's able to take them and say, well, this one's a listing, this one's a buy. This one's a listing, this one's a buy. And so while other people in his market are closing 1 in 20, 1 in 15, he's closing 1 in 5 because he's now melding the carrot evergreen model with the hybrid model agent and investor. Other agents in his office, he says, are asking him how he's doing it. Okay, so the 3 things with your authority hub that we need to do to make it so you stop losing leads and deals in your authority hub is, like we said before, we want to convert more visitors into leads with a focus on conversion optimization. Okay, and then next we want to increase the speed on our website. Speed does matter, especially now more than ever with the changes Google's making. That's going to increase conversion. And then we want to increase the trust and credibility and authority on our websites. So you might be asking once again, like, how much does page speed really matter? Is it okay if I go with a $10 a month, $20 a month hosting account, or with my over-bloated broker provided website, or my over-bloated custom website that I had built? And when you look at a lot of companies out there, really, really, really well-respected companies in the industry, like an Express Home Buyers or other ones like that, have amazing custom sites, their page speed is really suffering. And because of that, conversion rate also suffers with it. So in this study, and we've seen the same data on our end across millions of leads through our platform over the past number of years, this is sessions. Okay, so this is how many people are coming to the site, and this right here is conversion rate. This is load time in seconds. Okay, this is load time in seconds. So that's 1.2 seconds, 1.5, 1.8. You get the idea. 3.6, 5.7, 6.0. Okay, so the optimal conversion rate is anything around the 2.5 seconds or below of load time. Okay. And so even carrot members, there's carrot members that have a higher load time because they've added a bunch of videos or added a bunch of images that aren't compressed down. So there are things that we can work with you if you're a carrot customer that sees a slower load time, that we can work with you over the coming months in the summer to coach you on how to get that load time better, to get your images compressed and stuff like that. Okay, but where a lot of our competitors are and where a lot of you guys are is they're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds to load, which the conversion rate goes down. And if you just go from a 1.9% conversion rate to a 1.5% conversion rate or a 1% conversion rate, that could equal tens of thousands of dollars per year. Here's a third-party study that was done through a company called freshchalk.com in the real estate space. And they scooped up 150,000 websites in the real estate industry that were using all different systems: Playster, Web.com, WordPress.com, Thrive, GoDaddy, Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, all those in the study. And out of every single website builder in their test, Carrot was the fastest, other than one. The only one that we weren't the fastest then was Google's own Google local listing websites. That was it. That was the only one that we weren't faster in. And this is what the owner of Fresh Chalk said. He said, Carrot stood out in my results like a cheetah in a world of slugs. I said, Carrot websites are just plain fast. By some measurements, Carrot sites are twice as fast as Squarespace. Consumers notice and convert better. And then he said, by the way, I can tell you that Carrot's median Google page speed score was 98 as it measured across 118 real estate websites. That's on the desktop side of things. We've got some amazing innovations coming out on the mobile side of things. So I want to ask you guys this question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is your authority hub right now? Is it a 1, which is, man, I don't have a website, but I see the value in it now, and I probably should get something going. A 2 to a 4 is I've got a broker provided website and I've got something up there. It's my Glamour Shop page, but it probably isn't really producing for me. 5 to 6 is just a funnel. It's just a landing page, just a funnel. Those are going to convert leads, but you're going to be losing on the lead to close ratio because we're not giving people a chance to click around on the pages to build trust and credibility in what we call an authority hub. Okay, 7 to 8. It's good, but it's incomplete. 9 to 10, I'm nailing it in all elements. So we've got a 2, we've got a 0. And guys, the cool thing is, like, don't feel bad about your score. What this is recognizing where you are, and then you can pull back and say, where in importance is this for me to fix and improve over the coming months? And then you can kind of gauge your decisions from there. If you know that you want to, in this competitive market, win as many of the deals as possible with the marketing you're already doing, it might be really, really smart to get that authority hub going so you can start to win some more of those deals. Okay. If you're a 7 or 8 or a 9 or a 10, awesome. You just have some things that you want to hone in a little bit. Okay. Cool. So how much is it likely costing you this year that you don't have an authority hub that's really dialed in? Okay, guys. Awesome. Let me know. Can you guys commit to this journey? Can we commit to making this happen, y'all? Can we commit to it? Okay. So how do you implement this with your business, guys? Well, it is built into Carrot. Like we said, I'll show you guys a demo here in a few minutes. We're always pushing out updates when we have them based off of extensive live testing. Okay. We're always pushing out updates. And one thing, like, this is an example here. This is a blog post we put out recently, and we put these blog posts out. We have a testing division here at Carrot, which Natalia, great question earlier, is how does Carrot compare to the competitors? The competitor you mentioned is an amazing company. I love that company. Great CRM, the best follow-up system I feel in the industry. Okay. But what we focus on is the data, is the conversion, is helping you squeeze out every ounce of that juice from that lemon. And so this is an example of a test that we did recently where we made one adjustment to a page. We tested across a half a dozen or so client sites in different markets. And these were the results. We were able to move it from a 5.79% conversion rate. This is a lot of clicks, 2,378 visitors on that one, 2,310 visitors on that one. These are all sellers. 137 seller leads on that one, 163 seller leads on this one. Okay, guys, we were able to move it up to 7.08%, which is an increase of 22% improvement, which means they're going to get 22% more leads, 22% more deals likely. And all that we did was made one adjustment on the mobile side of their website. We removed some content, brought the form up higher, and it performed better. That kind of stuff is what we're building in and pushing out updates all the time and pushing out training with you guys. Okay. Little increments like that. And that's why our competition models our stuff. Almost everybody models Carrot websites because we're the ones that are leading with the data. All right. So do you go find, or do you go find a web person who's an expert in conversion rate optimization and SEO? Or, like you mentioned, go with a competitor who likely has some sort of a model of our Carrot sites, but it's probably missing the juice, and they're going to be 6 to 18 months behind our innovation on the performance side of things. Okay. Awesome. Great. Right here, Scott says their support's top drawer. I feel like I drive them nuts, but they're fast to respond. I'm always willing to help. I love it. I love it. Cool. And you guys have some great questions in here. Okay. I'm going to answer some stuff for sure. So here's the last section here. And then we're going to do a little bit of a demo of the software if you guys are cool with it, because there's a lot of Carrot customers in here. And there's probably a lot of people who aren't Carrot customers too, but I want to show you guys, if you're Carrot customers, a couple things you can do that you might not be doing yet to automate some of your content. Okay. And there's a good question that came up over here from Andrew. You know, if you have the advanced marketer subscription, do you have an authority hub? Every single Carrot website has the opportunity to become an authority hub. When you launch it, you basically have the core conversion page part of the authority hub. You've got the core conversion pages there, and then you can start to dial in the credibility. Okay, but to take it to the next level, to make it an authority hub, that's where then we launch those location pages on them. Right here, like this is a location page specifically for Clarksville, Indiana, as an example. Okay, or if you're an agent, right here, this is a location page specifically for the North Umpqua River, as an example. Okay, and then last there, Andrew, to make it that authority hub is you start putting out content. Okay, you use our automated content like this right here. Use the automated content that goes out. We'll show you how to do it. Start to put up credibility, start to put up videos, video posts, things like that. We'll show you how to do that in this section. Okay, great question. So 2 ways Carrot helps you automate your valuable evergreen content in under 20 minutes a week for under $200 a month. Okay, guys. So we're going to help you start replacing that hamster wheel. And like I said, make your social media accounts not your hub of your content. That's not evergreen. So I'm going to play this video for you guys really quick.
We finished that flip and sold it in January of 18 when I kind of went, okay, well, we lost money on that. That next 12 months, I spent 40 grand on marketing. And I said, there's got to be a better way. I got one of the guru's courses. He was preaching direct mail and PPC and SEO. And I'm like, well, I'll just do all of them. So we were so busy doing all that, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. I'm just like, let's just get leads. And they just were not coming in. So I quit doing everything, all the marketing, everything. And we started a brand new site. I probably spent 12,000 in 2019. By the time the summer came around, we started to generate some leads. They were actually motivated sellers. So we did 6 in 2019. And still, you know, not nearly as many leads as we wanted to come in, but we knew we were on the right track. Our rankings kept climbing. Now we're starting to see 8 leads a month SEO. And that was kind of our average. And we know those are the best leads. So, you know, we were closing 1, sometimes 2 of those 8. You know, we're ranking 1 or 2 for 3 or 4 keywords now, the best ones in town. We added on PPC, and then we added Facebook in April. So right now we're sitting at, you know, 40 to 45 leads a month. But it all kind of ties together because we got to have the site, right? So we know that the quality of leads are fantastic. That first year spending 40 to right now we're spending between $4,000 and $5,000 a month. In August we did $100,000 in fees, and this month we'll do 40. So we're spending 4 to 5 and making, let's say, 40. As soon as we closed that first deal in 2018, I knew we could do it. Love Karen. You guys understand our business so well. The more you guys bring on in terms of services that y'all can offer us, I'm all in.
Okay, so that right there's Adam Mitchell from Dallas, and here's a really, really good question I want to pull up right here from Candace. Candace says, how can you help everyone at the same time when they're working the same market as other investors? And the reason I want to bring up Adam on this is Adam is in the exact same market as Brian Rockwell earlier. Brian is in the same market as other clients as well, and it's really not about how many clients. Here's the thing at the end of the day is, do you believe that a website and moving it to an authority hub is valuable in your business? That's the first thing. Is, do I need a website, and will it help my business grow? Will it help me to get more deals? If the answer is yes, then the next thing is what system is proven by data and results to give the best results for that. And what we've seen, and what you guys can do Google searches, you guys can look up reviews, search "sell my house fast" for any city in the country. You're going to find Carrot sites in the top very consistently. We can show you the data. The data is there. So the next thing is, what's the most consistent performer to get results? And Carrot is that. It has been for years and years and years. Now, the next question is, how do I now use this tool that is the tool that gives people the edge, like Adam has seen in his market, where Brian was already there before him and hundreds of other people as well, is then say, how do I now use this tool to execute the plan well, build my own trust and credibility into the system, okay, and then execute the plan. And with Adam, he does do some offline marketing. And with other people, they only do online marketing. Some other people only do offline and use Carrot for the amplification of their credibility and trust. And so it just really depends on how well you execute it, building your own credibility and trust like Bo, building your own credibility and trust like Mrs. Property Solutions here, Christina. And it's really leveraging the system to give you an advantage and then customizing it from there and doing the type of marketing that best represents what you want to get out of your business. Really, really good question. So a couple things here, guys, and then we're going to do a quick demo of Carrot. And for anybody, I want to toss a question with you guys really fast. There's been a lot of amazing comments and questions in here. I'm going to get to questions at the end of this for sure. We're going to dive in and do a ton of Q&A. I'll show you guys what you guys want to see, answer any questions. We can even pull up and do specifically looking at people's websites if you want to, the whole thing. I'm here for you guys, okay? We're here for you guys to help you guys succeed, whether you become a Carrot customer or not, okay? If you become a Carrot customer, amazing. We're going to dive in and serve you the best that we know how, and we are insanely proud of the way that we do. If you don't become a Carrot customer, awesome. Like, it's not going to change my life whether anyone on this call does, but it could change yours on whether you make the shift and move into a different type of marketing. And that's why I do what I do. Okay, guys? So keep those questions coming. So the big shift to make, especially for real estate agents, is, like I said, your website needs to be the authority hub, not your social media. And what happens to a lot of people is, rather than the website or the authority hub being in the center, they have their Instagram being in the center or their Facebook being in the center. Okay, it shouldn't be that. Your authority hub, that website, needs to be the center of your marketing world. And then when you post content on social media, it should then refer back to your website, or it should you should take that longer format video from social media and also put it on your website. And that's the big opportunity for a lot of you that are using your social media as your hub. And kind of here's how that we want to look at content. Here's how we want to get in front of people online. Okay. Whenever we have a question, I'm going to give you guys a brief example of this. Whenever you have a question, where do you guys go? Okay. You probably go to Google and then you type something like this. And this is what your sellers are doing, right? Sell my house fast Tucson, as an example. Okay. So when someone does a Google search there, sell my house fast Tucson, you're going to see some Google ads up here, which I love Google ads. They're great. You can get in front of sellers immediately. Then you're going to see these over here. This is kind of that Google local deal, and that's Tyler right there. And we have some training that teaches you how to get this set up to show up there as well. And then you can see here at the top of Google is Tyler, and this is another customer, and then that's Tyler, and that's someone else, and that's Tyler again. And guys, you can see what's happening here, right? Is all these people are implementing the plan in a market and getting results. Some of them are using ads. Some of them are using Google Organic. Some of them are using just this. Some of them are just using direct mail or cold calling and using their website as their authority hub to win back more deals. Okay, there's a lot of ways that you can use it, and there's plenty of room in every single market for people to use it well. So then you come here, you click this link, and then you might land on a website like this. And then the first thing that pops up in that person's mind is, hey, do they have a thing that can solve my problem? Do they have a service that can solve my problem? And if you're looking to sell your house fast and you're in Tucson, I can clearly see, because they have a great picture. It looks like Tucson, and it says, hey, sell your house fast in Tucson. No commissions, no fees, put more cash in your pocket. Looks like they're legit. They've got a BBB rating. I can click on it and look at it. You know, there's some Google reviews. I'm going to check out, like, who are they? I just want to see if they're real people. Oh, there's Mimi, and Mimi's a real person. And I can learn about Mimi, and I can learn about their company mission. And you guys can see the example here of how much this is starting to build that credibility, right? Let's say they go, well, has anyone ever worked with them before? You click the testimonials tab and you start to see reviews. And where the magic is, though, guys and gals, is the magic is these location pages like we showed before. So let's say that you're in Flagstaff now, or let's say that you're in Vail, Arizona, and you're looking to sell your house. Okay, so sell my house fast, Vail, AZ. What if I type that in now? And so there's ads up here, and then you can see what happens. Oh, shoot, there's Tyler again, and there's Tyler again, and there's somebody else. I'm not sure if that's a Carrot customer, but it's somebody. That one's a Carrot customer too. And so there's plenty of room for everybody. And that right there is exactly the model. Is there's people online every day searching phrases like that, searching phrases like selling a house I inherited, right? And look at Google. Google's giving us suggestions. Google's telling us what people are typing every single month. So you don't need a fancy tool to have Google give us content ideas. And this is where we get content ideas too. So sell a house I inherited in whatever, let's say in Birmingham. Okay. So in Birmingham, right? So sell a house I inherited in Birmingham, Alabama. Google's giving me a suggestion, meaning people are typing that phrase. If you're an investor or an agent and you're looking to get in front of that seller, how valuable would it be to get in front of that person that's searching a phrase, sell a house I inherited in Birmingham, Alabama? Those inherited houses are among the best leads you can possibly get. So you can advertise for those phrases, send them straight to your Carrot Authority Hub, or you can start to put out content. like this right here. You can put out a blog post like this Carrot client did, how to sell a house you inherited in Birmingham, the reality behind probate. Okay, this blog post launched not too long ago. Okay, launched very, very recently ago, and it's ranking really, really high in Google. It's attracting evergreen traffic. Let's go back to Google now, though, and let's see what else is down here. So there's this one here. Okay, sell my Birmingham home fast. Okay. This one, guys, was launched in 2014. This is evergreen marketing in action, y'all. This right here gets traffic every single month since 2014. Since 2014, this is up there. It's working every single month for people searching for phrases in Birmingham. Now, you might be asking, well, awesome, how do I create this content? Those last two articles I showed you guys, that person did not create that content. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do those two things, how to set up a location page, and then how to create content like those pieces of content. I'm going to show you one example on the agent side, okay? Let's say you're an agent and you work in farmland, okay? So I'm just going to say farmland, Roseburg, Oregon, or something like that, okay? So farmland, Roseburg, Oregon, or you could do like farmland for sale, let's say, buying farmland or whatever it is, okay? So farmland, Roseburg, Oregon. You see the national website here, Land and Farm. You see Realtor, Land Watch, and you see right here what to consider when purchasing farmland in Douglas County, Oregon. It was put up in 2017. It's still working today for them every single day, building authority, building trust, building credibility for people looking for farmland in that area. What do you see? You see a video of Denny. And Denny is here. He did a 3-minute and 22-second video just with an iPhone out there in front of farmland, explaining what farmland opportunities there are in the area. And then he put it into our system called Video Post. This article, guys, he did not write any of this article. This article was automated out of our system. He put the YouTube video in here. You copy and paste the YouTube URL. We import the title in. You can update the title if you want. It brings the video into your post to build that trust, credibility, and then it brings every single word from the video into this post and makes it an article, puts a call to action at the end of it, emails you 2 to 3 hours later and says your video post is ready. So that right there is a part of the Authority Hub, which is that consistent content. So I'm going to log into a system, right? I'm going to log into an account right now, and I'm going to go kind of show you guys what it looks like to launch and set up a website. Okay, so let me bring up this account here, right here. So let's pretend I've already launched my Carrot website. I've already launched my Carrot account, and I've chose the investor side of our system. Okay, we have the investor side, we have the agent side, and for hybrids, you can do both. All right. And let's say I'm looking for motivated house sellers. So I go down here and say, okay, I want to set up an agent site, or I want to set up an investor site. I can click the type of site I'm looking for. This one here he's got access to both accounts. He's got access to both the agent and the investor accounts. And let's say I just want to do this hybrid website. Okay. I'm going to click preview. This is for an investor who also is an agent. I can kind of check out what it's going to probably look like out of the box. And then I'm just going to do this as a test website, so we can delete it later. I'm going to click create website. And so here in a few minutes, it's not a few minutes, it's about 30 seconds. It's taking all of the conversion data, all of the split tests we've ran over the years. It's taking our high converting, high speed system. It's taking all the content. It's taking all the images. It's taking the page structure to start to build that Authority Hub. And it's baking it all into the system while you kind of watch it bake it right there. Okay. And it took about 15 to 20 seconds there. All the websites are automatically SSL secured for life. It's completely free. That would normally cost between 60 and $100 a year. We add that in for free for you. And I'm just going to go ahead and visit this brand new website now. Okay, so that website, no matter which website that you launch here, no matter which website that you launch, this account, Adrian, has a lot of them. So I'm going to go find that test website that we just did. Where'd it go? Test website. It's in here somewhere. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one instead. I'll go to this dashboard here because it's got some cool data in it too, okay? So we're going to grab this one here. And Adrian does between 3 to 5 deals a month, 100% from his Carrot website. Does a little bit of a mix between Google Ads and SEO. Okay. So once you log in here, then you can go and click design, and you can go check out the design side of the website. You can go change the colors, adjust stuff, do everything you want to do. Let's say I want to change the design of my website. I want to go for this Aspen, which is a premium design that we have that fewer people have access to. It's in our advanced marketer plan, which everyone who takes the offer today is going to get access to the advanced marketer plan. Okay, so it gives you kind of a cool aesthetic. Let's say I don't want that one. Let's say I really want this one here called the Hemlock. Okay, these are, once again, premium designs that you can help to stand out more visually. And then you would go in there and update your logo, update your branding, update your colors, the whole thing. Okay, let's say I like this one. I would just go ahead and click activate and publish. Branding, upload my logo, change my colors, backgrounds, the whole thing. Okay, I'm not going to say this because I don't want to mess up his website. You can see he's kept this very, very, very basic. Does this look pretty? Is this going to win awards, guys? This is not going to win a design award. But we're not looking to win design awards. We're looking to get deals and leads, and we need to present the message to the market the way that they want it presented. And we're finding in his market, this is exactly what's winning in his market. Okay, the pretty flashy design is not working in his market. Get to the point, get to the message, build credibility, build trust, put ample opportunity for putting content on there. So not only can it rank well in Google, but also it can squash any objections those clients have, okay? If you want to edit the content, just pop in here and click edit. It's going to take you inside of the page editor. And the page editor is a click, drag, and drop editor where you can just go right here and click right into this section and edit it up. I can switch to a full screen view to edit the whole and show the entire full screen view. I turn full screen view off there, and I can turn it back on very, very easily as well. And if I want to add a video in here or add in whatever I want to add in, just go ahead and click in here, and you can just put that. Let's say I want to put a YouTube video in. You put the YouTube video URL, it adds it right in there. If I want to remove a section, click remove. You guys get the idea. You can do all kinds of cool stuff in here, okay? After you go through there and kind of edit your content, swap out your photos, build your credibility into there, then what I would do next is I would go and create some location pages, okay, or those city pages. So for Adrian, he's using our city page system. For agents, we usually say to use the locations if you're going for buyers, okay. And so on his website, he's got lots of those location pages, like the sell your house fast in this city, that city, this city, that city, following that Zillow model, following the LoopNet model. Charlotte, Hickory, Fayetteville, Charlotte, Bolivia. And you might ask, well, what do these look like? They're very similar to the homepage when you're going for sellers, and for buyers, they're highly customized for the area. Okay. And you can see that the content does have to be customized a little bit so it stands out. So it's not exactly the same, but it's very basic, and they work insanely well. And he gets leads and deals every single quarter from this. Alrighty, what I would do next then is I would go, cool, I've got some location pages built. This is in kind of that first or second month, and we can do this work for you also in our services division. Then what's going to happen is you're going to start to see some stats come through. You're going to see some visitors land in your website, okay? And we have a whole stats section that shows what's happening, okay? This is last 7 days, last 30 days, how many people are coming from mobile devices, where's the traffic coming in, what pages are they visiting? And then you're going to start to see some leads come in, okay? When leads come in, it's going to show you where they came in. This one came from a Facebook ad 41 minutes ago. You can pop over here, look at the Google Street View and kind of look at the property and drive up and down the street and see what type of neighborhood it is. You can add notes to it. And we have some amazing things coming out later that are follow-up CRM types of features coming in towards 2022 that we're very excited about. But we have a very basic and simple lead manager right now where you can move people to different phases, add notes, or you can integrate Carrot with most any lead manager or CRM out there. Now let's say you're looking to get some organic rankings and you're saying, okay, well, what do I want to rank for in Google? Well, you would pop in here and click the new button. And let's say I want to rank for sell my house fast, Wilmington, okay, Wilmington. And see, you just go ahead and click that, click add new keyword, and it's going to add it to the system, or then you can track the rankings of those keywords, and it's going to give you suggestions even. So right here, it shows you where it is, where it's ranked at all times, and it tells you what you need to do to it. And if you're like, man, I'm just really not sure what to do to get it higher, then hop over here, guys and gals, and set up a strategy session, which is included in our advanced marketer plan. So if you're in our advanced marketer plan, you get premium support, and you can set up a strategy session with our team, and they're going to hop on with you one-on-one in a strategy session in our advanced marketer plan and just help you kind of dial in the website there. No extra fees on that at all if you're in the advanced marketer plan. So you've got your rankings dialed in. Now, let's say you're going to do some paid marketing. Okay, let's say you're going to do some paid marketing. You're going to go, I'm going to do a Facebook ad. Okay, and I want to make sure that I know, is this marketing performing for me or is it not? Which ad is actually working better? Or let's say you're going to do Craigslist ads, or you want to put a different URL in your postcard or whatever it is. You can come in here and say Craigslist ad. Let's say Craigslist ad, March 2025. I'm just making up a number. I want to send it to this page, whatever the page is. Okay. Send it to my home page or whatever. All right. So I would select the page as it pops up there. And then I'm going to go, this is a classified ad. The source is Craigslist. I'm going to click create campaign link. And what's going to happen is it's going to give me a special tracking link just like this, where I click copy. And now that's what I use in my social media post. That's what I use in my Craigslist ad. That's what I use in my Facebook ad. So you can hop over here, and at any given time, you're always going to be able to know, how is that marketing working? How many clicks came to it? How many leads came through that? You can kill the marketing that's not working, keep the marketing going that is working. All righty, guys and gals. So now let's do one last little demo on here's the content. So when we talk about the evergreen content and you're wanting to start to put out really high value content each week, like I said, I'm not a writer. I'm not going to sit down and write articles, but I love recording those short videos, 3 to 5 minute, 3 to 8 minute videos that just kind of talk about what I'm doing. Hey, y'all, I'm just leaving this house. Cheryl was inherited a house here in Biloxi, Mississippi, and I'm going to walk you through what I talked about with Cheryl and how she can sell this house that she inherited here in Biloxi, and the 5 options that she has. And so record a short video, walk around the house, upload it to YouTube. Okay, so I'm just going to go to YouTube here. You're probably going to see a lot of videos that my daughters watch on here, probably. But let's just grab this Tony Robbins video, because all I need is a URL. Let's say this is your video. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to go in here, and we're just going to create something that we call a video post. Okay. Click add new, and we've got our fancy video. We just did it on the fly there on our cell phone. You can do this whole process with your cell phone. Okay. We're going to go in here, and I'm going to do a video post. All I have to do is paste my URL of that video in, click next, and it's going to bring that whole video in. Okay. It's going to bring the video in here. It's going to bring the title in. It's going to tell me how long it's going to be. It's a 19-minute video. So you're usually not going to do a video that long. Usually it's going to be 3 to 8 minutes long. Okay. And what we charge is just essentially it's $1.25 a minute. That's exactly what rev.com charges. We just pass along the cost to you. And so a 3-minute video is going to be about $5. A 5-minute video is going to be about $8 or so. Okay. And what our system is going to do is you're going to click this link, and it's going to push all that content away through our system. And it's going to say, hey, team of people, take this video and take every word out of it and write a transcript of this video, put it into an article form. And then our system spits you back an article just like the one I showed you here that has your video at the top, that has a title at the top, has a description, has all the words from the video. Then you can choose to come in here and format it if you want to make it look pretty, hit publish. Under 10 to 20 minutes every single week, you have an amazing piece of authority building content, and you just film that content while you're out there on the field. And our system essentially makes that process. It takes it from a 1 to 3 hour a week job, and it takes it from a $100 to $300 a week outsource job if you're going to hire a writer, to an under 10 to 20 minute job that you can do mostly on your cell phone, all by yourself, and you're putting that stuff out there every single week. Now, when you get these published, what do? You go over here and click share on Facebook, share it on your social media. So now you're taking this high quality content and cross-posting it into social media and building your authority and trust there. All right, guys, that was a quick demo. There's a lot more that I haven't shown on Carrot, but I want to kind of wrap it up and move to the end of this presentation. Okay, I want to move to the end of this presentation, and the big thing that I want us to kind of circle in on is this, y'all. The big thing that I want to have us circle in on is this: we can continue doing marketing the way that we have all been doing marketing. Put out hamster wheel marketing, do a cold call, do a direct mail post. That works. I'm never going to say not to do that, guys. I do hamster wheel marketing. Okay, me on this webinar right now is hamster wheel marketing, but it's also an amazing way to connect with people because I get energy doing this. So this is something I love to do. Okay, so I'm never going to stop the hamster wheel marketing that I love to do because it gives me energy. But I always want to see if I can replace hamster wheel marketing that I don't love to do that drains my energy with evergreen marketing that lasts a long time. And so a lot of people are asking questions in here of like, what types of videos should I do? Things like that. I'm going to give you guys on this call for free. Every single person on this call is going to get it. Something I call my video marketing playbook. Okay, that video marketing playbook, you're going to be able to get essentially an idea for a video title every single week of the year. It's 52 video ideas for going after sellers and buyers, 1 per week, every single week of the year. You can go out there and execute and implement and turn them into video posts. So you're going to get that here in about 5 to 10 minutes. All righty, guys. So pop through if there's any questions that you guys have, but I want to recap this. We talked about secret number 1, which was the 261 formula. for Evergreen Marketing Success, kind of wrapping our brains around the mindset of shifting from hamster wheel in the moment gratification to that long-term momentum that is going to build you that freedom that you're looking for. Secret number 2, why a normal website isn't enough in 2021. We can't just have a website up there anymore, guys, from Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, from our broker, or those custom websites that we paid someone $1,000 to $3,000 to build one time, and now we're paying $10 to $20 a month in hosting, thinking that's cheaper for us. But long term, it's actually far more expensive because of the conversion difference, but also because you're gonna have to keep the WordPress plugins going. You're gonna have to reach out to the hosting account company when your hosting goes down or whatever it is. We take care of all of that for you. Secret number 3, 3 simple types of evergreen marketing anyone can do in under 30 minutes a week. Just like I showed you there, really simple stuff. Using Google to give you the ideas. You go shoot a short video on it, okay? Or one thing I didn't show actually is our content marketing system, which automates all of your content, okay? Automates all that content. You can go in here, actually, let me show you this because this is really, really cool. You can go right in here. Let's say you're a real estate agent, and I have the agent account for Advanced Marketer, and I want to schedule up automated articles like the ones I showed you that were ranking, like this one here. This was an automated article. They didn't write it at all. Okay, let's say I want to schedule that up. I just go right in here. This one's buyer mistakes, planning negotiations. So I've got these 4 articles in this pack. 5 mistakes buyers make when using a private sale. 4 things you can do right now to make it easy to buy a house in whatever city. Our system automatically injects your city, your phone number, your company name into these articles for you. You come in here, say, I want to post once per week, choose the day. I'm going to suggest a Wednesday, click add the content pack. It's going to add those articles for you automatically once per week on Tuesday, on Wednesday, whatever day you choose. And it's going to spin it for you. Like right here, it's going to put your city in there. It's going to put your call to action in here at the bottom. It's going to put your phone number in the article. And if you want to, then you can go in there and customize it a little bit more. So that's a system that's going to help you to scale out your evergreen. So guys, I want to ask you this is what's been the most valuable for you guys so far? Okay, what's been the most valuable for you guys so far? Pop in the comments box. What has been the most valuable for you so far? Okay, Scott says, I'm interested in honing in how to use both location page types as a hybrid investor on one site. Dude, that's a great question, man. Let me write that one down, Scott. We're going to start to do more content trainings each month. And I think that would be an amazing topic. I'm going to write that one down. Okay, let me write that one down. Awesome, got it. We'll love the marketing playbook. I'm going to get you that video marketing playbook right after this. How many posts should you do per week? Roger, I suggest 1 a week. I suggest just doing 1 a week to start, like those video posts, or on our automated content packs. I would suggest doing 1, maybe 2 a week, because you really do need to customize those a little bit. Maybe spend 5 to 10 minutes going through the article and just rewriting like a couple of the paragraphs so it's a little bit more unique. That'll give it a better chance to rank better in Google. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Zena said, if you already made the purchase, can you still get the advanced that you mentioned that we give everyone today? Yeah, I'm going to go through the offer here in a second. Perfect. Mentions easy leads. Awesome. Scott says, yes, this content's legit. Awesome, guys. So keep popping through what's the most valuable part that you've seen. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to be honest here, guys, I'm going to make a shift now on you. Okay. I'm going to make a shift on you. And for me, the biggest thing that I love in my job here at Carrot. Okay. We're 7.5, 8 years in. We're almost 50 employees, millions of leads come through our system, thousands of clients in all types of markets, even South Africa. People in South Africa use Carrot and get an edge in their online marketing. Yeah, there's a million places you guys can launch websites. We're not about just launching a website. You can get a website from Wix. You can get a website from GoDaddy, WordPress. You can get a website from that guy on Facebook posting stuff that says that they know what they're doing. Okay, but the question I always want to put out there is how many leads and deals are you losing because we're going after and creating just a website versus an authority hub? How many leads and deals are you losing because we're trying to save a few bucks going with Wix or a $9 a month hosting account on a WordPress site, but we're actually jumping over dimes to pick up pennies because it's going to cost us dozens of more hours as we go with messing around with WordPress, with messing around with trying to dial it in. It's probably going to be slower because we have a full-time team focusing on server speed and making it fast for you guys. And also we focus on the innovation and the strategy. When you've got that website built, unless you're testing and doing split tests all the time to see what is going to convert better, your website is static and it's losing ground now against your competitors as far as conversion goes. With us at Carrot, we focus on the performance and the innovation for you. We focus on doing split tests and rolling those tests out on your websites that we can roll out, or giving you education based off of our tests for you then to go and make those updates on your own. And so we're about helping you get the most out of your web presence and help you stop losing leads and deals. So who here, guys and gals, on this call so far kind of love what you guys have seen so far? What has been the most valuable, and who loves what you've seen so far in this training and possibly even in the software? So if you're thinking about Carrot, y'all, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking about Carrot, or probably already Carrot customers, and you're successful offline but no online presence, or maybe you're online but not consistently generating leads or leads that turn into deals, or you want to ramp it up and don't want to become the SEO or tech expert. Okay, that's exactly why we're here. We are the ones who can help you there. And the decision that we have here today is we can keep doing the same things that we're doing. I had that decision too back in 2011, 2012. When I was looking at my business and I looked at my non-negotiables, I'm like, man, there's a big difference here between the way my business is and the way that I want it to be, the way that my lifestyle and freedom is versus the way that I really know that it can be. And when you look at that and see the gap, you see a gap between where you want to go and where you are now. Something has to change. Some decision has to be made that puts you on a different path, that puts you on a different strategy, a wavelength, a different system, whatever it is. A decision has to be made to close the gap. The gap will not be closed if you do the same. And so there's a couple things. You can either do the same thing you're currently doing and go with trial and error, which is going to be slower. That's what I did for the first 5 years to learn what I know now, what we baked into Carrot. Or you can go the fast route, which is to kind of take what we've already done, take what we've already proven, take what our clients have proven, and really move the fast route, just like Brian did, just like Adam did, just like Tyler did, just like thousands of our other customers have. And then you can step into using the Carrot Evergreen Marketing platform. And we're definitely not right for everyone. There's a million systems out there, a million platforms. I'll be the first one to say that we're not right for everybody. Okay, there's certain things that you're going to want to do on Carrot. If you want to make it do all these crazy fancy designs because you want it to look pretty and you don't care about performance, Carrot's not for you. We're about performance. We're not about going for pretty just for the sake of pretty. Okay. We're not the cheapest in the world. If you're looking for the cheapest solution, we're not that, guys. We're helping you put the most money in your pocket. We're the solution that's going to be the highest ROI solution. Okay, so if you're looking for the cheapest, we're not that. And if you're looking for a solution where you can just like click the purchase button today and then not do anything afterwards and hope that it does it for you, guys, we're not the right solution for that. Okay, the people who see success with us click the purchase button, they invest, and then like, all right. That's step one. Now let's dive into step two, which is getting that site launched. Step three, which is committing and carving out time on my schedule and really committing to the 261 formula. If you're willing to commit to that and you see the vision that you want to go and you want to close that gap, then Carrot may be perfect for you. So what you guys are going to get with this offer today, and this is included for any existing customers as well who want to take this offer, is everybody's going to get 4 months of the Advanced Marketer Suite for free. So every feature I showed you, the content automation tool that I showed you over here, the video post feature, the premium website designs, the different types of websites that you can set up. There's a question earlier that someone said, hey, let's say I want to set up a motivated seller website and I want to set up a cash buyer website and I want the $100 a month account. Do I have to have $100 for one website and then $100 a month for another? No. With this account here and that one account you mentioned, they both get up to 3 websites on the investor side, and on the agent side of the account, you get 1. And now people might be asking, why do investors get 3 and agents get 1? The investor model lends itself to having unique websites just for those lead sources. The agent model really lends itself to having 1 for it, unless you're doing a hybrid. And also on the agent side, all agents get free IDX. They get free IDX included in the Advanced Marketer plan, which is not included for investors. So it's kind of a trade-off of some benefits. So you're going to get 4 months of that for free. After the 4 months, it's just going to continue at the Advanced Marketer plan, but you can always downgrade, or if you discover that, man, this isn't right for you, you can always cancel at any time. And so you're going to get access to our different features. You're going to be able to launch websites, turn them into authority hubs, and you're going to get a whole list of these features. So right now, the advanced marketer plan is $199 a month, which is a bargain for what you get. If you're an agent, it's 1 high converting site. If you're an investor, it's 3. If you're an agent, you get MLS, IDX in there. If you're an investor, you don't get that, but you all get all the other same features. Okay, you're going to get the campaign tracking link tool. You're going to get the amazing support. You're going to get the weekly group coaching calls. You're going to get an onboarding call with us. You're going to get quarterly marketing coaching sessions with our team. You're also going to get access to phone support on the advanced marketer level. Phone support's not included in the other levels, so you get a higher level of support as well, and a bunch of other things. If you want help in doing some of the stuff that we had mentioned, there's some great comments on here saying, man, I really need help doing these things, setting up location pages. We have services in our marketplace where our writers can do all that for you. And we do it at a really low cost. And we're even going to give you a 10% discount on all those by being in the advanced marketer plan as a part of this package. And so what you'll be able to do, guys and gals, is you'll be able to move off of that broker provided website if you're an agent, or that custom site, or that really generic website that every other agent, they all look the same except for your picture. For investors, you're gonna be able to move off of that Wix or the custom WordPress site that might look pretty, but might be a burden on you, or it might convert lower than it should, might be costing you tens of thousands like it was for Carter, like it was for others. You can launch that high converting authority hub. You can have the best SEO tools. We have some amazing stuff coming out on the SEO side of things and the lead management side of things in 2022. You can access those stats managers, leads, the whole thing. You're going to be able to get rid of a lot of things. So not only for $199 a month are you guys going to be able to get those things, you're going to be able to get rid of a bunch of expenses, get rid of that low performing website expense, get rid of coders helping you out to set things up, get rid of designers, tech guys, overpriced consultants, get rid of the SEO tracking software if you have it. You can use Google Analytics, but you don't have to. You can integrate Google Analytics into your Carrot site. Get rid of copywriters. It's all built into our system, or you can hire our team to do that. Get rid of WordPress plugins, the hassles with WordPress. Get rid of hosting accounts and the hassles with it. Get rid of split testing software, landing page software, content writers, because now you're going to be able to have our systems do the writing for you or use our video post. Get rid of that link tracking software, transcription services, the whole thing, guys. Like, get rid of all that stuff. Get rid of SSL certificates. That's free, included in here to make your website secure. Get rid of all those phantom expenses. And it's only $299 or $199 a month, guys and gals, which is only a couple $1,000s a year. If you save just one deal, from that, that's $10,000 to $20,000, $10,000 to $30,000 in savings right there. But here's the cool thing. You guys aren't going to have to pay $199 a month. I'm going to give you guys a special offer that's going to give you the 4 months. It's going to give you these amazing bonuses for one lump sum for the first 4 months. And then it's going to continue at the $199 a month after that to help you really scale. We want to really dive into those first 4 months. Let's get the SEO suite dialed in for you. Get the keywords that you're wanting to track, put those in there, track them, have our system tell you what you need to do next, okay? The content marketing suite, log in there once a week or have someone on your team do it and schedule up some of those articles once a month. It'll take you less than 10 minutes to do for the whole month. And then use video post once a week to get those videos going, less than 20 minutes a week, okay? And start to build trust with that content. And to unlock all of these, I'm going to give you guys the link right now. If you're already an existing Carrot customer, go to carrot.com/grow. Okay, that's carrot.com/grow right here. If you're already an existing Carrot customer, and then just go ahead and click whether you're on the investor account or whether you're on the agent account. Okay, and so let's say you're on the investor account. You're just going to click that. And what the offer is today, guys, is only $997 today. Then it renews in 4 months. So I'm going to show you guys everything else you're going to get. And there's some bonuses that are crazy high value here in a bit that I haven't even talked about yet. Okay. So what you're going to do if you're already an existing Carrot customer is you'd invest the $997 today. We're going to pause your billing for 4 months. Okay. We're going to pause your billing for 4 months. So we're going to hit stop on the advanced marketer plan or core or content pro. We're going to upgrade you to advanced marketer plan. We're going to pause that monthly billing for 4 months for the core, for the subscription. Now, if you have add-on websites, if you have those types of things on there, if you have IDX on there as an upgrade, those will continue. Those monthly fees will still continue, but we're going to pause the base subscription level that you're on, and we're going to upgrade you to advanced marketer plan for 4 months. Okay. So we're going to unlock all the bonuses you're about to see. If you're already an existing customer, pause your billing for 4 months. If you guys do the math on that, $199 a month times 4 is just shy of $800. So we're waiving $800, just shy of $800 in fees. We're waiving those fees for 4 months, and we're giving you all these benefits and bonuses. So essentially what that means is the benefits and bonuses that you're going to see here in a second are only for existing customers. It's only going to cost you like $100 to $200 extra versus you just paying the monthly fee for 4 months. So it's no brainer if you're already an existing Carrot customer. I'll show you the bonuses here in a second. Okay. Tyler says, I was honestly nervous about switching over. I'm a full-time agent and investor, and my livelihood was based on the #1 SEO ranking I'd already had. And I couldn't lose it, but I made the leap after researching a ton and realized that Carrot's the best. Couldn't be happier. Not only retained that #1 ranking, but gained others, plus my conversion rate went up and my leads doubled. The ROI has been amazing, closing on another $30,000 profit deal next week. Guys, he was on a custom website, moved over to Carrot. Okay, let me play this one from Tom Townsend, an agent investor hybrid.
I originally got into real estate as an investor. I came out of the corporate world, started buying and flipping. Then we really got into the sales end of it right around 2013. I needed to build a system that was still going to generate enough business without me physically having to be on the phone, or one of our, and our agents too. Listen, I've had agents on our team, they get burned out. We ended up transitioning over to another base that allowed us to do it, but it was so cumbersome. It was very time consuming. It didn't have the tools and the platform to really be able to make it an efficient site that we could really manage. It just wasn't working for us. So we kind of abandoned that. And I was receiving emails from an investor here locally in the Atlanta area. And I thought they were great. I was like, oh, these are really good. And he's really consistent with this. So at the very bottom, I was like, all right, where are these coming from? And it was like, Howard Mike Carrot. And I was like, all right, I got to figure out who these Carrot guys are. So I dove in there and I started doing a little bit of research, and your solution just made sense for my size, but I have aspirations to grow. So I felt like you guys really fit with where I was at right now, and still you could provide me that growth long term. You know, we all had heard about SEO and probably didn't spend a lot of time on researching it and really figuring it out, but you really boiled it down and made it really simplistic for us to understand. If you really want to take your business and generate leads and follow-up systems online, you need to have a platform to build it on. This pandemic that we're in has escalated the speed of the need for technology and getting online. So I am so happy that where we're at and being able to stay in front of competition that we have here locally.
I love it. I love it. And Tom's continuing. Let's get out of this. There we go. Christina Kudlak says we're closing at least 2 deals a month from our Carrot site. The leads we get from SEO on our Carrot site are consistently the best, most motivated leads. The conversion rate is way better than any of our other marketing channels. It takes less time and energy and resources to close. And she said we're closing at least 2 deals a month from our Carrot site. And the beautiful thing about these leads is the longer we've had our site, the cheaper the cost gets. It's no brainer. Guys, here's the cool thing. Christina started doing cold calling her first 2 years in business. She built up the evergreen side of things. When I talked to her last, about 4, 5, 6 months ago, she said, I'm finally hanging up the cold calling phone. She went into LA, or she went into Phoenix as well as LA now, and she doesn't really cold call anymore. I think she might not be cold calling at all. So she used Hamster Wheel for years to get to where she is, built up the evergreen, and now she's got the freedom from the evergreen, which is really cool. And then, guys, this is for agents and investors, for wholesalers, flippers, landlords, rent-to-own, land note investors. And I'm just going to kind of recap what you guys are going to get, because there's some really good questions coming through. And essentially what you guys are going to get today is everything in the advanced marketer plan, all those features we've already talked about, but we're going to give you some bonuses that are only available on this call. And all of these bonuses apply to any existing Carrot customers that want to also take on this offer as well. You're going to get these bonuses. We're going to pause your billing for 4 months, upgrade you to an advanced marketer of the plan, and give you all of these bonuses included in this. So we have something that we call the 30-day challenge. And the 30-day challenge is a day-by-day challenge. We start it every single month at the start of the month. And there's a cohort of dozens of other investors and or agents that are going through it with you. We start from nailing your business strategy, start from really looking at your company mission, your company purpose, values, build them in. We start to work with you to build that authority hub. We teach you and educate you on it, and you're doing it with others. And then we, in the authority challenge, every day we give you a bite-sized nugget of training and inspiration, and then an action item that anyone can do, throughout the week. And it's going to go throughout the whole month. And you're going to go from setting the authority hub up, getting those location pages launched, getting your first video post up, getting some SEO stuff kind of dialed in. We'll show you the basics of that. And even launching your first ad campaign to get your first leads in, ideally before the 30-day challenge is over if you execute it well. Normally, this is $100. It's worth at least $500 in value, bare minimum. You're going to get tuition for free that you can use anytime in the next several authority challenges. Okay, so you're going to be able to get that. First week is mindset and marketing. Second week over here is where's the second week? Second week, mindset and marketing. Second week's launch the authority hub and dial in that credibility. Third week is building the foundation for SEO, getting those location pages going, getting your first video posts going, your first backlink. And then week 4 is driving paid traffic. Cool thing is, if you don't have time, have someone do it for you. Have your assistant do it for you. Have your cousin do it for you. Your nephew do it for you. Have them hop on these calls for you. All right, this came from Deanna. Said, just want to let you know, I got my first lead after the 30-day challenge. The lead came in on July 4th. I called right back right away. So far, I've talked to them, but it may turn into something. He told me he searched for a local company that buys houses. Well, he found me since I made the personalized page changes in the 30-day challenge. Thanks, Garrett. I'm on my way. Okay, so you're going to get the 30-day challenge. You're also going to get the 3 lead per day training I mentioned before, the same training that Brian Rockwell went through. It's our search engine optimization training that goes from beginner to advanced. And so if you have no clue even how a search engine works, we're going to show you how it works. We're going to start from the start. If you're advanced already, there's amazing resources in there that are going to help you get your website ranked higher in Google. Or if you don't want to do any of it, just get this training, give it to someone to have them follow for you. Have them hop on the weekly coaching calls that you're going to get in this package. Have them hop into this training for you and have them implement it for you. And here's what Keith Sant said. That's actually outside of the Carrot offices. Keith said, yesterday was my first 3 organic lead day. 2 SEO leads, 1 Google My Business. I said that 3 lead per day training paid off. Yesterday was my first 3 organic lead day, 2 SEO leads, 1 Google My Business, and 1 buyer lead. I'm so pumped, not slowing down. Keith Sant, kind home buyers, house buyers out of Seattle. Okay, so what are you going to get in it? It's SEO training, a little bit of PPC training, and then we're going to give you some other hacks that you can do. And if you want to outsource it, there's a whole module teaching you how to outsource all that to someone else too. So you're going to get that training. For all the hybrids out there, we have a series of trainings that we did recently with 4 or 5 of our top hybrid agent investors. And we're going to give you that full series of training where they break down their exact model, how they talk to the sellers, what they say with the sellers, how they present their offers, how they change their business model. They all do it slightly different. So you're going to be able to look at the angles they're taking and be able to approach it from that angle. One hybrid deal, that if you're an investor right now and you add the hybrid side, one hybrid deal can turn into 8-10 grand potentially on the listing side. Keith Sant, the guy I just showed, he does hybrid now, but he actually collaborates with an agent in his town. All of his paid marketing, guys and gals, is now paid for from his hybrid listing commission splits. All of his marketing is paid from his hybrid stuff. So we're going to show you guys how to do that. Okay. And like I said, some amazing trainings in there you're going to get access to. Next thing that we're going to give you access to is this. I talked about it a little bit ago, is our Google Ads campaign. And so anytime I go into a new market, and if I'm wanting to get traffic quickly while I'm building up that evergreen, is I always start a Google Ads campaign first. And we, for years, have honed in this campaign. It's a campaign that I launched in Louisville recently. It's a campaign that if someone hires us to do ads, we will start with this campaign. We literally have a file. We upload the file into the Google Ads account. Okay, it has all of the ads, all of the keywords that we found are the highest converting keywords from motivated house sellers. And this works for an investor or someone who's a hybrid. Now, if you're an agent and you don't do hybrid, what you can do is you can work with an investor to have them give you the leads that want retail, which about 80% of the leads who come through a motivated house seller website actually want retail. 20% want the cash offer. Or you can become hybrid and start to use this campaign. But guys and gals, it's going to include all of that. Normally that campaign, if you were to pay us to set up the campaign for you, it'd be about Okay, $800 for us to go in, log into your account, and set up the campaign for you. Instead, we're going to give you the file. We're going to give you a short video with Brendan on my team that's going to show you how to upload that into your account yourself. All you'll have to change is your URL in there where you want the people to go and your city name and stuff. Okay, and then pretty much everything else is just running with it. And you can launch it. And we can help you kind of dial in the budget for that and the whole thing. And from there, guys, that right there, that $800 bonus, we're giving that to you completely for free in this bonus. Okay, and in this only applies for anyone who buys before Sunday at midnight this week, Sunday at midnight this week, or over the next 72 hours. And you guys can go to carrot.com/plant, carrot.com/plant if you're a new member. So that's carrot.com/plant for new members. And then carrot.com/grow for existing members if you want to upgrade. And once again, if you're an existing member, and let's say you're on the Content Pro, let's say you're on the Advanced Marketer plan, and you're going, I'm already on the Advanced Marketer plan, don't need to upgrade. Well, what you can do is on the Advanced Marketer plan, if you're paying $199 a month right now, you're already going to pay $199 a month for the next 4 months. So that means you're already going to pay, what is that? What's $199 times 4? $199 times 4. You're already going to pay $796 over the next 4 months, right? So that's locked in. So instead, you can pay the $997 today. We're going to pause your billing for 4 months. So we're essentially waiving $796 of payments there, okay? And then we're going to give you the 3 lead per day training. We're going to give you the hybrid training. We're going to give you the 30-day challenge. Even if you've done the 30-day challenge already, awesome. We're going to give you another tuition for it to go through it again, or have someone on your team go through it if you want to. We're going to give you the $1.2 million AdWords campaign. That's the AdWords campaign I use personally, that I pulled $140,000 in wholesale fees out in the first 60 days in Louisville. And it's the same campaign we use whenever we launch a campaign for any people that we're running traffic for. Okay, if you're an agent, you're going to also get IDX fees completely for free, except for the monthly, except for any pass-through fees that come directly from your MLS. But we're gonna completely waive that $50 a month for the IDX as an Advanced Marketer plan as a part of this package. That's another $600 a year savings by taking this package. And so for anyone who's an existing customer on Advanced Marketer already, we're going to keep you on Advanced Marketer. We're going to charge the $997 today, waive your payments for 4 months, and then give you over $1,000 in bonuses as a part of this. And that's only going to cost you an extra, what is that, $103. So it's $103 extra for all those bonuses. Guys, carrot.com/plant for new members. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the URL here for you and kind of show what the page looks like. Then I'll answer some questions. I know you guys are insane troopers here. We've been on it for a while. I am known, and I want to get better at this, guys. Like, I want to get better at this. But I'm known for epically long calls, and I want you guys to give me some honesty on what nailed it today. Like, what changed your mindset? What changed your outlook on things? What nailed it for you? And then number 2 is what questions do you have that we can answer for you? So if you go to carrot.com/plant, let's say you're an investor, you want to go through the investor side of things here. It's $997 today. You're going to get all the bonuses we had mentioned, including the AdWords campaign and the video showing you how to put it into your account. Okay. And then you're going to pay $997 today. It's going to renew at $199 a month. You can always downgrade later. You can always downgrade later. Awesome. Let me pop back here. Let's answer some questions. Great question. So Jim says, what does it go to after the 4 months? So like I was mentioning, the $997 is what we pay today. And then if you're an existing Carrot customer or a new one, there's no monthly payments at all for 4 months. And then on the 4th month, it goes back up to, it goes to what it is normally charged at on our sales website, which is $199. Okay, so essentially you're getting our highest plan, you're getting 4 months to implement, you're getting training, you're getting our 30-day challenge, you're getting our AdWords campaign, you're getting all of those bonuses that wouldn't normally come by joining on our plans page. Yep, but you can always downgrade later. So let's say you get 4 months in, you're like, dude, this was amazing. I got to use that feature for that long. I'm gonna move down to the $100 a month plan. You could totally move down to the $100 a month plan on month 4, right before that $199 a month payment hits. Really good question. Awesome. What's up, Scott? Awesome, man. Thank you. Beautiful. Derek says, taking my authority hub to the next level, video posts, location pages, PPC integration. Dude, let's do it, man. Let's do it. If you need any help, like I said, hop on a call with us. The Advanced Marketer Plan comes with the quarterly marketing strategy session, onboarding call, and then we have the weekly coaching calls too. Awesome. Zena says, is there a group to meet other Carrot members? Inside of the authority challenge, that 30-day challenge, there is a cohort of other people that you can communicate back and forth with in the comments thread in there. And then it's something I talked with my leadership team actually just yesterday on, that we're working out some plans on what is that iteration of our community. We're big time thinking about community right now. And we would actually love your guys' feedback. Would you guys love a community built inside of Carrot Hour software? Or would you guys love a community in Facebook? That's kind of, I wasn't planning on asking that, but pop through your comments there. Would you love our community built inside of our software? So when you're in our software, you can see the topics to go learn on. You can look at the SEO topic, or the conversion topic, or the content marketing topic, or setting up your website topic, and then you can communicate with people. Or would you rather have that built into Facebook? Let me know. Awesome. Thank you, Derek. Natalia says, what about new customers? Is it the same after 4 months? Yes. So for new customers, the screen I'm showing right now, Natalia, $997 today, which is about 70 to 80% off of what you would normally pay for a custom website out there. Custom websites that are any good are going to be between $3,000 to $5,000. Okay, and then they're probably not going to load as fast. They're going to be clunky. Now you've got to manage a WordPress installation or pay someone monthly to do so. And so this is a fraction of the cost of a custom site, but far better performance and far better support, so you can do what you do best. Really good question. But yes, after the 4 months, it goes up to the advanced marketer plan price at $199 a month, but then you can always downgrade. And if you downgrade, you'll lose some access to a couple features, but that's your choice. If you are seeing value from those at that point, awesome, keep it going, keep that train going. One extra deal is going to pay you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, depending on if you're an investor or an agent in your business model. Okay. And so if you're not getting the value out of those features yet, or you're not ready to use it, just downgrade, and you can always upgrade later too. Awesome. Lynette, great question. How do I sign up? So Lynette, if you're not a Carrot customer yet, go to carrot.com/plant. That's carrot.com/plant. Or there's a link on the page that I believe you should be watching this on right now. Right below the video in the live stream page. If you're watching this on YouTube itself or on Facebook itself, you're not going to see the link, but I'll put the link in right here. So carrot.com/plant is where you're going to go if you're not a Carrot customer yet. If you are a Carrot customer, it's going to be carrot.com/grow. Okay. Exactly. Yeah, Scott. Facebook can get loud. And that's the feedback that we've got for sure. So Lynette, yeah, if you're on the website itself, you're not going to find the $190, or you're not going to find the $997 package with the bonuses. The bonuses are just for this package today, but you're going to go to carrot.com/plant to get that package. Great question. Awesome. Yes, Alberto, great question. Says, is there a 30-day money back guarantee? 100%. Yes. And I haven't got to that slide yet, but a really, really good question. And right there it is. Yes, there's a 30-day guarantee. Now, after you sign up, if you don't like it, just let me know. I'll let my team know within 30 days and we'll give you your money back. At the end of the day, guys and gals, the way that we have built success here at Carrot is by helping you guys get success. And when you guys are doing well and insanely happy and getting results, then also our company does well and is insanely happy and gets results. So our number one is focusing on you. And we also understand life gets busy. Everyone has different commitments. And so on day 29 and a half, if you're like, you know what, I just haven't had a chance to dig into this, I'm just not ready for it, hit us up and we might even be able to extend it out a week or two. Or you can say, you know, it's not right for me, and then ask for the refund. We very rarely get that, but we've got it there for you as a backup. And so a couple more things I want to dive into as questions are coming in here is, we are a bit different, guys and gals, and I really encourage you to do your research. Look on Bigger Pockets, look in reviews. We have thousands and thousands of what we call doses of awesomeness, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them posted online in different spots. Tons of people reviewing us on YouTube, in Bigger Pockets all over the place. And so I want you to be comfortable with your decision, and don't go with hype. Don't go with, someone spouting hype. Go with proof and results. And if you want proof, if you want data, if you want results, look and see what's giving people results in the Google searches across the markets for motivated health sellers. You're going to clearly see that Carrot clients control more page one rankings than any other real estate system in the world for motivated health sellers. Okay. Results are in front of you. Conversion results. Go and look at any other system and ask them, how many split tests are you doing? I want to see your data on conversion. I want to see the data on the conversion, not what you say is happening. I want to look at the data, look at the split tests, do your research. We're happy to share any of that with you, or just go check it out on our blog. We focus on performance, y'all, and amazing customer experiences. That's why we're here. And we really want to help put more money in your pocket. What we're pumped about here at Carrot, our company mission, and why I continue to show up to work every day, is we want to help you guys and gals build businesses of freedom and impact. Okay, that's it. We want to help you guys build businesses of freedom and impact. Because I've been through it before, like I talked about at the start of this call. I've been through it where I've built businesses that didn't give me freedom. I built businesses that actually trapped me. And I understand that when entrepreneurs, I truly feel that entrepreneurs are the people who are going to make the biggest difference in the world, in your communities today, tomorrow, next year, next month, next decade. Entrepreneurs are the game changers. But if we're so stuck in our businesses where we're on the hamster wheel and we can't get off of it, we can never move to freedom and never move to impact. And that's why I do what I do, y'all. Okay, I could do something else. I've got plenty of money. I show up to do these webinars. I show up to lead our team because I'm passionate about the impact you guys can make when you get out from underneath your business and you switch to Evergreen, because it's done that for me. And it's done that for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of our customers. Okay, we focus on performance and we're continually innovating to put you ahead of it. I want to see you guys part of our Carrot community. I want to see you guys holding up one of these Carrot dolls. We have Farmer Carrot and Agent Carrot and Super Carrot and Carrot Coach, and we mail thousands of them out to our customers, thousands of t-shirts every year. I want to see you guys be a part of our community. So is it worth investing a few minutes of your time this week to check it out? Set up a website, get started on it, make that investment back 10x when you close that first deal. If it's worth taking that leap of faith, go to carrot.com/plant. If you're not a Carrot member yet, if you are a Carrot member, go to carrot.com/grow. Okay, so we have a couple options. So the first option, like we talked about before, is we can always choose to not make a change. Okay, we can stay on the current path, and that's a very valid option, and I fully respect that option if that's the choice that you make. That's the choice that I had to make back in 2011, 2012 as well. I said I can either continue running my business the way it is now, or I can make a shift. And I knew that if I was continuing to do what I was doing at that point, I'd be looking back in a year, looking back in 2 years and go, damn, I didn't take the leap that I knew I should have made. That wasn't really risky. I was just afraid of change. I was afraid of getting myself organized in my day. I was afraid that if I changed the way I was doing things, that it wouldn't work. And so I went and did the research. I found the path. I found the proven path. I found the people who had already done what I wanted to do. And I just said, let me just model you. And I made the leap. I just jumped in. And that's what tons of our customers have done as well. Brian Rockwell, Tyler Ford, jumped in and he made the choice, and he's seen the results now. Carrot.com/plant if you want to jump in to become a part of the Carrot community as well with this package, or carrot.com/grow if you're already a Carrot customer to get the upgrade option. And you've got the 30-day guarantee too. So just kind of recapping here what you're going to get. You're going to get the 4 months of the advanced marketer plan that unlocks up to 3 websites on the investor side, cash buyer, motivated seller, land, whatever you want to do. Okay, or 1 on the agent side. You're going to get our content marketing tools I showed before to take your content time from an hour to 2 a week to 10 to 20 minutes a week. Okay, you're going to get access to help, extra help, phone support, an onboarding call, a weekly coaching call, a quarterly coaching call on the marketing side with our team. Okay, you're going to ask the 30-day challenge as a bonus. It's normally $100 by itself. And you're going to be able to have a cohort of other people going through with you, getting coaching for those 30 days, bite-sized chunks for each day. You're going to get other training that you can go through yourself, or you can have someone go through for you, like our 3 leads per day training. Okay, you can dive into our hybrid training. You're going to get 10% off of any of the services we do in-house in our marketplace. If you're like, you know what, Trevor, I believe in this. I just don't have the time to do it. I want you guys to do it. We're going to give you 10% off of any of that stuff. And if you're an agent, we're going to give you your IDX fees completely waived, except for any pass-through fees from your local MLS. But we're waiving $600 a year in MLS fee or IDX fees for you on the agent side. Guys, it's a total value of $7,436, and you're getting it today for $997, and then renews at just $199 a month, which includes all those resources as well. Carrot.com/plant, guys and gals. And so like I said, I'm actually going to change this on y'all. So on here, I put the first 20 people. What I'm going to do instead is anyone who grabs this offer before Sunday at midnight is going to get access to the Google Ads campaign. Okay, so anyone who grabs this offer before Sunday at midnight is going to get this campaign. You can upload the campaign, have it live that night if you want to, have ads going that are proven based off of our system that night. And you can have your first leads within that day or a couple days from now. And then you can start to call those leads back immediately, get some deals closed, and hopefully get your first deal done in the first 60 days to pay for your Carrot membership for the next 10 to 20 years. Like, that's my aim. That's my hope. It's not guaranteed, but that's what we see quite often when people really execute hard. Okay, carrot.com/plant. If you're a new member, y'all, if you're an existing member, go to carrot.com/grow. All righty, guys. So let's go and answer some questions now. Inside the side, let's see here. Great questions. Yep, Alberto. What's up, man? Alberto, what page are you trying to look into? Let's see. What's our phone number? Alberto, we'll pop in the phone number to it. Actually, let's do this, Alberto. Would you be able to do this? There's a live chat box on the page that you're on. Give us your phone number. And then what we can do is we can have one of our people on our sales team call you right away, and they can hop on and help you out. Okay. But the website, Alberto, is carrot.com/plant. Okay. Carrot.com/plant is where you're going to go to submit for this offer. And then you're going to go ahead and be able to pop in there. If anyone is having any problems with it, what we'll do is just let us know. Okay. Yeah, it looks like there might be a little issue there. So let me talk to the team right now, guys. It looks like we're having a tech issue on the order form that isn't normally there. And let me ping Steven on my team. One second here. Cool. If you guys are having problems with it, do this for me right here, okay? Send me an email right here at carrot@trevor.com. Pop me in an email and let me know what your phone number is. And of course, I'll have your email. Pop that to me immediately. And right away, give me your name, give me your phone number if you are having problems getting the order through. And I'll have someone on my team call you guys right away today. Because it looks like there might be an issue for some reason with the order form, which we've never had this before. So a little tech glitch popping up, but we'll get through it today, guys, with you. Let's see. Okay, cool. Awesome. And Steven on my team is diving in, replying to you guys. If you guys are still having problems with the order form, though, hit me with an email, Trevor@Carrot. I'll get my team on it. Give me your phone number and your full name, and they'll give you a call today. All righty, guys. So carrot.com/plant. I do see purchases coming through. So it is coming. So there are purchases coming through correctly right now, which are great. And I appreciate you guys. If any of you guys are having that weird issue, we will give you guys a call right away and we'll work with you guys on it for sure. All righty, guys. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Oh, Natalia, awesome question. Natalia says, is there a discount if I sign up for the whole year versus monthly? Yes, there is for sure. So we give you a 20% discount, Natalia. If you sign up for the whole year, it's a 20% discount. We don't have an option on that for the 20% discount, but what we can do is this, Natalia, is either hit me with an email, Trevor@Carrot, and our team can tackle that with you immediately, or go through the $997 offer. Okay, go through that page, carrot.com/plant, submit the $997 offer, but then hit me with an email or support and say, hey, I just took the offer. I would like to move to the annual plan. And what we'll do is we'll work out a prorated price for you for the payments once they hit the $199 a month. It's going to take 20% off of it from there. All righty. Really, really good question. But yeah, 20% off for the annual, and our team will be able to take care of it from there with you. So guys, I want to recap this really quick. I'm insanely pumped, y'all, about what we get to do here at Carrot. We get to work with clients who are changing communities, who are buying houses and beautifying communities, and working with real estate agents to get houses that would not be on the market. We're working with real estate agents to be able to add value to people through your marketing and do it in an evergreen way, so you're not on the hamster wheel on Instagram and on Facebook all the time. And we're helping people to really add value into the industry by solving people's problems through amazing content and doing it away with websites that are easy to use, fast to use, low resistance, and helps you save time. And that's our aim, is we want to help you guys win back that time, win back that freedom so you guys can finally make the impact you want to make. So you guys can build the lifestyle you want to make with this business. And like I said, we're not the cheapest in the world. We're never going to be the cheapest. We're always going to focus on highest performing. And anytime you focus on performance versus cheap, you're gonna end up winning ahead, because you close one extra deal a year that is a $10,000 deal. That $1,000, $2,000 investment a year is actually now returned by 2, 4, 5, 10x. Okay. And we want to see you guys get the best ROI possible, have the most fun doing it. And also we want to help you guys up-level your mindsets. That's one big thing that we love here at CARE, is helping up-level mindsets as well, to really go towards a success mindset. Once you get inside of the CARE community, engage in our podcast, things like that. That's the thing I'm the most passionate about, is helping you guys really to build businesses that fuel you, that fuel your passions, that you absolutely love to work in. So guys, carrot.com/plant. Welcome aboard a bunch of you who have already popped it in. If you're an existing Carrot customer, go to carrot.com/grow. $997 today, y'all. We'll pause your billing for 4 months. You're going to get all the bonuses we talked about, thousands of dollars in bonuses. And then after the 4 months, it renews at $199 a month. You're still going to get all of the access to Advanced Marketer Plan. If you choose to downgrade, you can downgrade at any time. We have a full 30-day money-back guarantee. If on day 28, 29, 29 and a half, 30, you decide, it's not right for me, we'll refund the money, no questions asked, and we'll send you on your way. As a friend, as a new friend, and you can continue to engage in the amazing stuff that we're putting out here. But I have a feeling that when you dig in and engage in our authority challenge and engage in our resources, you're going to be getting so much momentum in that first month or two that you're going to want to keep that momentum going. Awesome. Natalia says cheap never equals quality. I love it. So guys, I'm going to bounce. My voice is about gone now, but go to carrot.com/plant to join, or carrot.com/grow to upgrade. And if there's any questions, pop them into our support team. They're amazing. And Alberto and others who are popping in here, if you did have problems with the order, we got you. Like I said, that hasn't popped up before. Our team is tackling it with you. But we've got your phone number there, and we'll give you a call if it hasn't already been taken care of. And anyone that is still having an issue, email Trevor@CARE. I'll get it to my team, and we'll take care of you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys big time. Pop in the biggest takeaway you had on this call right now before we leave. What's the biggest takeaway you had? The biggest takeaway that I had was X, the mindset shift around authority, or the authority hub, the mindset shift around Evergreen, or man, the way to do content was something big. I'm going to take it away. I'm going to do those short videos and turn them into video posts. What's the biggest takeaway that you've had? Let me know. And I want to encourage you guys to dig into our resource and let us help you through the process. Awesome. Thank you, Lynette. We got you. We'll give you a call. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have an amazing rest of the day. We'll talk soon. Welcome aboard, everyone who's jumped in too. Thank you, guys.